Fuck with this guitar, brother. Hit up the lights real quick.
We love a little platinum event action.
Haven't had one of these since
Evil France. Always nice to get another one.
South America, too. Always a good time. Can't wait to see JF cook up on some Vasaraga. Alrighty. Put that right down there. Kill that. Head on over here. And do that. There we go. Grab the whole thing here. And put it over there. And there we go. Nice and easy. This song is awesome. I don't know, this shit's gonna get me demonetized or what, but I fucking love it a lot. Hi, Brick. Also have a goal at 6 p.m. Oh, what's that? What? Which bracket is that? I'll go streamer man. Hello, Blah. Mr. Billy Bob. Astral Finish. Oh yeah, so true. Yeah. When's the next platinum, by the way? Oh wow, we're going no platinums over the holidays. Goddamn. And then Frosty, obviously, in February too.
E boa noite a todos. Estamos
So
começando
true.
agora o top 8 do Gran Blue Fantasy vs Rise.
All right, no offense, but I'm stupid and I don't understand this shit. I appreciate you sitting out of this to give these people a chance. Yeah. That's what's happening for sure. I mean, you know, JF. I might have him cooked if I actually joined. I got that Vasaraga counterplay, that secret Vasaraga counterplay that no one else knows.
Então, muito obrigado por essa oportunidade e com certeza teremos partidas incríveis aqui. E esse ano a gente tem uma coisa diferente, que é o fato que
I didn't catch entirely who was in the top 8 for this one. I know, pretty sure that JF, Shiro, I think I saw Full Moon was in that. I think I saw there was a Willness somewhere, but my counterplay involves this crowbar I keep in my bag. That's so fucking real and true, actually. It's the thing about is like, your character can soul forge, your character can tank this, but can you? Can you? I feel like the answer might be no. This is Brazilian Portuguese. I believe this is happening in Sao Paulo. My ass is completely ignorant as far as the language, but I think bro might be getting cooked. Hey, Brick, if you had to take a move from any character and give it to any other character, what monstrosity would you build? I would give... I would give Ladiva Light SPD to... It has to be Ladiva Light SPD. I feel like that's... Soulforge Ladiva? No. You take Ladiva SPD and you put it on another character. That's gotta be the dumbest shit you could do, man. Like, imagine giving, like, Ladiva SPD to Matera or some shit like that. Giving that shit to... Yeah, I think I would give Ladiva Light SPD to Matera. Assuming she doesn't have to give up a special. Congratulations, Matera now has a 5-frame interrupt on your pressure and a real fucking command grab that is bigger than your backdash. Have fun. I think if you give GG to a normal character, they become obnoxious. Go, my child, hold down the neutral. It's true, but I think if you're like, yeah, that's true. Using it for the mix, you need to have a good instant overhead move to use it for the mix. You could give it to Zeta and just like unnerf her. Thoughts? You could just create pre-patch Zeta again by just giving her ass GG. Nothing in the rules says a dog can't play basketball, you know? You say offline? I caught a word that I understood. He said offline. He said offline again. I'm basically Brazilian. I am kind of that guy. I'm built like that. He said offline twice. Cat barrier goes crazy, yeah. Died to JF and Darkfall, top 16. Time to cheer the salt away. Darkfall's a wellness, right? Brick Brazilian confirmed, that's right. I thought I saw in some Twitter post that there's a wellness in top 8. That is a, yeah, I mean, honestly, JF at least, that happens, man. To my understanding, this is the South American experience, right? Is getting your shit rocked occasionally or even often by JF. This kind of just what it means, that's what it means to exist in South Africa as a Grand Blue player. He won this last year, right? I thought. Or no, I think he came second. I think he came second, JF, last year. Winners semifinals. That's so true. Bonk, bonk. Bossaraga Cagliostro. What is this, wall brawl? Versus. Reminds me of the good old day. Remember wall brawl, fellas? Do 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 do. Bonk, bonk. This is Shiro and JF, yeah? Last year, Riaza won, right? Yeah. JF was runner-up, yes. JF is really strong. Last year, he barely won. I think he barely didn't win. I think it was very close between him and Riaza. Matera hop on a rushdown character, I think, is a war crime. Matera is a rushdown character. Matera hop is like better on Matera than anyone else. Like you could, like you could. A lot of characters would love to have it, but it's like, like it's already in its best spot, basically. Putting Matera hop on a zoner is a ridiculous idea, and it is currently. It's on the best zoner in the game. Because it can also be used really well to like run away and shit, right? You gotta remember. Like it can be a quick approach tool, but it also is really good at like hopping her around the screen. Forward, backward, forward, then backward, upward, and downward. The evil creature, man. The evil fucking creature that she is. You say Gillette? I'm thinking the plays give a stupid button on a low or mid tier to a top tier, like Galleon, Far H, on Matera, or Belial. I think the special move would be a lot more. One broken idea would be to take away the limit of hops she can make. Yeah, no, for sure. This really is Chiro JF, right? It reminds me of home, man. It reminds me of Wall Brawl. I think a special move has got to be a special move or a 5U has got to be way more impactful though. Like giving a character a really good normal is one thing, but like you know, giving like Lowain Bros or Catabot to like any character in the game pretty immediately makes them pretty ridiculous. Holy JF. Okay. Bonk, by the way. Well, let me set my idle game up to idle in the background so I can lock in on the actual gameplay. That, I think. That, probably. A little bit of that. Yup. Some of this. Actually, no. Hold on. I've made a grave mistake. I've made a grave mistake, chat. Just give me one second. That. This. Yeah. This. A little bit of that. Some of these. No, I've made a grave mistake. Hold on. I've made a grave mistake. This. That. This. Bonk, bonk. Badonk, badonk, badonkadonk. 1, 2, 3. There you go. He gets there eventually. He gets there eventually. You just have to believe. Alright. There we go. Rose also gives the best U reversal in the game. Yeah. For some reason. For some reason, but that is true, technically. That is actually true. Alright, look away for 1 second, and JF is murdering people. Hey, Brick, thanks for watching the event. This just reminds me of fucking Wall Brawl Grand Finals, man. Wow, bro's hitting the fucking rock eyebrow over there. This is just, it's JF versus Shiro? This is nostalgia for me. Are there any top tiers who want Willness or Swords, meterless DP? But Bros is so good. You'd take it, I think. I mean, assuming you get access to like all the versions, right? H Bros, U Bros, Jesus fucking Christ. A more interesting question is like, what if they had to give up? Like, if you gave them a special move, they had to give up a special move. You know what I mean? How broken could you still make it while taking away one of their specials to give them the other one? At least I got some experience here in Brazil, yeah. You were one short of getting it to top 8? That's actually kind of huge, Gilcron. Unfortunate for sure, because like when you do get that high up, you want that extra little bit for sure, but still very impressive. Well done. Okay. Oh, yeah. Cag, far H, classic. Lost to Amy, yeah. Was close. You know? Ow. Still definitely something to be proud of. I think that was that, I don't know, that the startup of 2-2U, I think, that he got smacked out of there. The armor on 2-2U for Vasaraga, I believe, starts up a little slower even than U-Tackle and Soulforge and things like that. I believe that is like frame 7, but I could be incorrect. Be harder from Terra giving each one of her arrows, does a lot, low beats, spot dodge, mid's really threatening, rain from above beats jumps. Yeah, exactly. So like you have to find, the goal is like find a top tier who has a special move that is not that important for them. Or that you can like replace with something, oh my god, rare fucking combo drop. Oh no! He was so scared of the command grab. There were 3 seconds left. He had the health lead, but I think he was worried about JF just walking up and command grabbing him. He DP'd. And it just was barely out of reach. Who wins this matchup, brother? I've not, like, on the surface, I would want to say that I feel like Cag has some decent tools to deal with Vasaraga's bullshit. But, like, from good Cags and good Vasaragas, I've heard that both of them lose this matchup. So, fuck, who cares, man? Who knows? I've heard both of them say this matchup sucks for them. So, like, at this point, I don't know. For my own feeling is that I don't think it's, like, horrible for anyone, right? I don't think it's like horrible. I don't think it's like a really bad matchup in either direction. But I would just think that maybe Cag has a couple of tools that could be useful in this matchup. Just replace either Cat's 2-2x or 2-1-4x. What's 2-2? What the fuck is... Oh, you're saying like give Cat a 4th special? Doesn't that mean it's even by definition if both think it's bad? Yeah, well maybe it doesn't mean it's even by definition, but it probably means it's close. Like, even say it is, like, advantage Vasaraga or something like that. It might be, like, 5.5, 4.5 type shit. Open portal to hell opens and swallows them both. That's, you know, that's valid. That's true. You could take Catalina and give her a 4th special. That is probably cheating. That is probably cheating. But, like, that would be, I mean... Yeah, just take Catalina and replace one of her duplicate specials with a 4th special. Give Catalina Ladiva SPD. It's one of those winning until Voss gets armor matchups. I've heard Voss favor mostly. I can see, I mean, I guess in my head, things like Charged Rock and Far H and Teleport are better at dealing with Voss armor, or maybe I'm giving them too much credit at being good with dealing with Voss armor relatively, right? Maybe they're not that nearly as useful in the matchup as I give them credit for. I would also just imagine that, like, I mean, I guess you could almost argue, like, since... Yeah, I guess you could almost argue that Vasaraga might be annoying for Kag to pressure as well, right? Inconsistent? Yeah. Because Kag is, like, such a nightmare of a character in the corner, but a lot of her kind of, like, spaced out, like, leaving gaps between stuff, all of this, might actually not be super good into, you know, this Voss doing you tackle, you fireball, you know, 5U, things like this. So maybe she has to, like, alter her pressure style a little bit, too. Vasaraga tends to be very annoying for characters who want to pressure you from distance. Like, Granblue Zone pressuring characters do not like pressuring Vasaraga. Like, Percival struggles with this. Catalina can struggle with this, but she's a little bit more competent up close with Light Wall and everything than Percy is. So I could see a world, too, where, like, it's a little annoying for Kag to pressure Voss in the corner. She has to give a little bit more respect to stuff like U-Tackle and stuff like that than most other characters might have to. What's shaken bacon burgers? Excuse me, bacon is hot on. Yeah, stuff like that, exactly, right? That's what I'm talking about. Like, that's actually something that's quite... Because one of Kag's strongest points is her pressure. But while Vasaraga is not... I still don't think Vasaraga's defense is particularly great. It is true that it is actually quite good against specifically Granblue Zone. So if you're a character who's, like, really heavily indexed into that, I think you do struggle to fight, to bully Voss in the corner. Cagliostro is not a character that just runs up and, like, does close L into whatever, right? She has a very specialized pressure structure with, like, these spaced far H's into, like, different reaction checks, fake shit, charging X or Y or Z. And all of that stuff could be vulnerable to the regular Vasaraga nonsense. I guess, with that in mind, I could see an argument for advantage Voss. Again, not huge, but I could see an argument for it. We've all been saying Cat needs more free shit. It's so true. I've been saying that shit since day one. Okay. A little bit of a fuck-uppery on the anti-air attempt right there. Whoa! Oh! Classic. Very funny. Okay, he tried to spot dodge it, it just didn't reach. Nice brave counterbait, yeah. That's surely dead, right? Is this an 18,000 health moment? Oh my god, it is. If JF wins this, this is 18,000 health. This is only Ladiva and Vasaraga get to even play the game still from this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Only Ladiva and Vasaraga even get to play the game from here. When I tell you guys about how 1,000 extra health does matter quite a lot. Oh my god, this is so terrifying. How is he on this little health and so terrifying? Oh, nice reaction. Okay. Okay. God damn. Wait, can I turn the quality on this up? It's getting a little pixelated. Source. Ooh. Jesus Christ. Again, though, like that. 1,000 extra health. Matters a lot with 2,000 in his case, but 1,000 to even compare. Like, Soares and Siegfried die in that situation. Hi, Brack. I got the newest King Halo card, methinks. It's a strength card. The King Halo Power? Yeah, it's Power SSR. She's wearing, like, a black dress. The one that gives Umastan you're talking about? It's a power card, yeah. It's the only King Halo SSR, I think. Yeah, I did. Wait, from, like, just pulls? That's huge, actually. I've been loving that card. I've not for a second regretted spending my selector ticket on it. The last free temple? Wow, that's actually, I'm jealous. That's actually huge. I think that's a really important card if you are a pace late or end enjoyer. Hilarious, the 2 Kag combos did as much relative to Voss as 1 Voss combo did to Kag. I mean, Kag hits hard, right? Kag is not a low damage character by any means, but it's just, yeah, it's that 2,000 health difference, and like, there's hitting hard, and then there's being Vasaraga, right? Like, he's in a different, like, he's just in almost his own weight class as far as the damage this character does. Especially now they made a lot of his combos better and more consistent in the mid-screen. Like, Vasaraga is... he's just different as far as the amount of damage that he does. He's like second in terms of anti-air damage, like third in terms of meterless mid-screen damage, like second in terms of metered mid-screen damage, top one in corner damage by like a lot. Like he just, it's a little, there's being high damage and then there's being Vasaraga. Bonk, bonk. Woo! Not getting unk checked. Good job, Shiro. Ooh, no! You hate to see it, man. Got the throwback, got the hit, didn't quite manage to convert it. I'm not sure if that was a drop or if something about the hit was weird. Bottom one Kag moment. I'm not sure if something about that hit was weird or if Shiro unfortunately just made a mistake in the pressure. SBA getting armored was heartbreaking. That is, unfortunately, it's why supering out of Voss's stance tends to be a pretty scary option, right? Because you can just on reaction hit 5U. It has infinite armor. Speaking of King Halo, I just got a 3-star power spark from her run. Yeah, I for some reason, I only recently realized, like, oh, it's way better to have the 3-star spark on the parent, because the same way the white sparks and everything else, the green sparks, the chance of it proccing is, like, halved for grandparents. I'm pretty sure it works the same way for, like, the blue and pink sparks, right? So your own, like, having the own, like the direct parent be a 3-star, like, blue-pink is really, really valuable, right? Doing anything on Armored Voss is painful? Oh, absolutely. But Super is just, like, basically never the right idea, I fear. So JF moving on to Winners Finals. Okay. It is what it is. God knows this Voss character is worse than he used to be, but God knows that, you know, that does not saying too much. It's not saying too much. He's still very, very strong. Can he armor through SSBAs or does cutscene punch beat it? He can armor through everything, yeah. The armor on his Soul Forge can get beat by multi-hits. And the armor on 2-2U, I believe, loses to supers. But the, what's it called? The Soul Forge into the U follow-up is, again, normal Soul Forge armor, so it beats supers. And it's infinite armor, so you can't beat it with multi-hits. He can armor everything except command grab. Well, command grabs don't interact with armor at all, right? He can't armor unblockables either for the same reason. Anything that, like, interacts with armor, he can armor with that stance. What happens to parry supers? Parries, if the stepper triggers the parry super, then I'm pretty sure the problem is the parry supers are one hit, I think, yeah? Like, Nier's parry super is one hit. So I think the stepper triggers the parry super, and then he does one hit and he doesn't die. But a multi-hit parry super where he couldn't 5U in time, because he, like, gets locked in an animation or something, that could work. Hilarious. Yeah, very unfortunate for Nier. You have any SA bricks on the scene? I think they're all watching... I would assume they're watching the well, Gyokron was in here earlier, actually. But everyone's in the fucking venue, man. Well, probably not, but... Everyone's trying to be in the venue. Is there a multi-hit parry super? There's not, right? Like, well, actually, is there a parry super besides Nier, now that I'm thinking about it? Is Nier the only parry super? I think she might be. Who else has a parry super? If it isn't unblockable or multi-hit, it won't break Voss armor. Right, and the U follow-up from the stance, it doesn't even matter. Multi-hits won't do anything. You need an unblockable. You need an unblockable, or you need, like, again, something that's straight up, yeah, like a command grab, which is basically an unblockable as well, if you think about it. A command grab or a throw, they are essentially unblockables. Which is why generally supering on Voss and stance will always get you killed. I guess the only exception is, like, you could, like, do the Percy super, charge it up, and then it becomes unblockable, but also why is Vasaraga just sitting there letting you do it the whole time? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. But there is an exception there. It's a cool stick. Who's that on the stick? It's pretty. I fuck with it. It's Dave? Who's Dave? Have any matches been played yet? Yeah, we had the first match at Winners Semis. It was Shiro versus JF, man. Shades of Wall Brawl. JF won it, I believe 3-1. How do you not know Dave? The funny thing you mentioned that there is a Dave who's the Gamera killer Dave from Evo Vegas 2024. Catalina main, I think. Was it the Gamera killer? Or I thought it was someone else. Was that Zoroark? Oh yeah, maybe. I can't quite tell. Dude, can I just say, by the way, I know this is, you know, spoilers for Pokemon Z to A. So like, if you care about the narrative a lot, like plug your ears for the next like 30 seconds. I thought you shaved your beard. That was like a month and a half ago. The YouTube videos, they go all out of order, brother. Wasn't Riazo not Gamera out? Dave killed someone very like it was just I remember I checked the bracket and I was like, maybe Dave sent him to losers? I can't remember. So I was checking the bracket for I think it was Evo, and someone was just like, it was just like some really big name, and it was like they were beaten by Dave, and I was like, who the fuck is Dave? It was Dave all lowercase too. Regardless, it was, they killed someone really important at some point in some like platinum event. I have the memory of a fucking goldfish. I thought Dave killed Gamera? I thought so too. Maybe I'm wrong. They messed with his gang. Dave gang, Drain gang. But yeah, like, you know, just little minor Z to A thing. So like they got that Bloodborne motherfucker in the game, right? They got Az in the game. He's like this like 11-foot tall guy who's apparently been alive for like 3,000 years. He's just there. He's the guy from like the meme at the end of X and Y where he's been like, it's been 3,000 years when he like revives the Floette or whatever the fuck, or sees the, I don't know. But yeah, like just, you know, spoilers for the climax of Z to A, I guess. But like, why was it the fucking worst thing I've ever seen? Is Pokemon just really flippant about genocide? I was so confused. Because it's like, oh, this, you know, this mysterious guy, like, what's his whole deal? And he just, like, you know, he takes all the kids to the roof, and he tells them about, like, his past. And he's like, oh, yeah, 3,000 years ago, there was, like, a horrible war. It was 3,000 years in the past, to be fair. He's still alive. The guy who did it is still there, and he doesn't even seem to be sorry about it. He said he created a super weapon, and it burned away all that rested on the earth. And, like, surely he didn't omnicide humanity, because they're still people. So, like, there must have been some survivors or something like that, and they repopulated over the course of 3,000 years. But, like, he doesn't even seem sorry about it. The thing he seems to regret is that he revived Floette without her consent, basically. Like, he gave her eternal life that she didn't ask for. Which is, like, okay, fair. But also, what about the part where you omnicided humanity? He doesn't even, like, he just mentions that offhand, then moves on. And none of the other characters react at all. Like, none of the other characters... It was Frosty, Dave beat Hava 2-1. Something else, too, but maybe you're right. You might be right. She has to mind the immortality, she minded the genocide to bring her back. Counterpoint, humanity kind of deserves it. No, we don't! No, we don't! No, we don't! But his, like, in his own mind, the thing he was sad about is that, he gave her the immortality without, like, he doomed her to this, like, life of eternal life without, like, asking if she even wanted to be brought back or whatever the fuck. My point is, this guy just casually brings up, hello, I killed everyone. I don't feel bad about it. Anyway, moving on. And all of the other characters are still like, oh yeah, this is like a good guy that we want to help. And then, like, he also made the second, for reference, use it to end the war? Yeah! Who cares? He's like, oh, to bring a stop to the senseless war that was going to, that was killing so many people, I killed everyone? It's like the most evil thing I've ever heard in a narrative. He omnicided the planet. You need like a different Latin word to describe what he did. And the kids just move on. They don't even, like, I don't think it was, I'll feel bad about it. It was like, yeah, it was a thing I did and the consequences are coming back. No, the consequences aren't coming back. Like, he built a second super weapon to make up what he did to Floette, and then the second super weapon might kill everyone again. He doesn't seem to care about the consequences at all. It's not the consequences are coming back. He built a second omnicidal super weapon because he was like, maybe this, I wanted to give meaning to Floette's life through this Angie Floette thing. right? And now that's going haywire too, and I don't want to kill everyone this time, I guess. He does no. He seems to feel like he was justified in doing it. To be fair, hasn't been a genocide on weapon before. That's what I'm saying. It's so cartoonishly, ridiculously, unbelievably evil that it's so weird that the game just glosses over it, right? He says that shit, the kids all hear it, and even like when they try to get like Naveen to be like, "Whoa, why are you sending us into this dangerous situation? Like, isn't that your like? Why should we have to clean up your mess?" They're talking about the second super weapon he built. Like, no one even acknowledges the fact this is a 3,000-year-old like. Again, I don't even know what is the word. An omnicidal maniac. Like, there's not a word, a common English word to describe it. He's just walking around. He's just walking around. They have higher priorities and he dies 30 minutes later? They have higher priorities? Also, like, first off, it's not that they have higher priorities, because when he dies, they all, like, remember him fondly in the funeral. Like, they all are like, as, like, you know, we'll carry your dream on. The second super weapon actively trying to kill them all as they're talking about it? It's not. It's not. This happens the day before the second super weapon starts going haywire. And again, they don't have higher priorities, because once the second super weapon is diffused and everything is safe and he dies, they have like a very heartfelt, loving funeral for him. And over and over in the post game, they talk about how much they miss him and like how much, oh my, like, you know, we have to keep his dream alive. We have to take care of the city for him. And I'm like, he's the worst person he's the most evil character in fiction. Like, it makes all of these children come off as horrible people too. Like, it ruins every character in the game that interacts with him. Like, him being an omnicidal evil maniac is one thing. Fine, whatever. And, like, he's 3,000 years old, so he doesn't, like, he's, like, barely human. He thinks about things weirdly. He has weird priorities, sure. But, like, everyone who found that out about him and then continues to just be, like, to treat him like he's this weird, like, loving father figure, it makes all of the characters completely unbelievable. Right? Like, you have to just, like, I'm not expecting good writing from Pokemon. I'm not here like, media criticism, right? Like, why aren't the characters super deeply written and why isn't everything super good? This is not like, oh my god, it's like some nuance of character writing. It's like, they found out the guy they work for is Hitler times 1,000, and they're like, I love that guy. I love that guy so much. After they find it out, they're like, I love him so much, that's my dad. I'm like, okay, so you guys are all the worst people in any fucking piece of media. Cool. Besides the one guy you're idolizing. Only following orders? It's not even that. It's not even that. Like, they're not even like, oh, well, you know, he's the leader. No, they actively love him still. They actively love him still. It's the worst piece of, like, character writing I think I've ever seen in anything. And apparently, the friend that I was watching play this game, they're like, oh yeah, Pokemon is just, like, super weird about, like, you know, people want to genocide the world, like, all the time, and it's just not taken nearly as seriously as it should be. And I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. As a guy who's not familiar with a lot of Pokemon games. That doesn't make this better, though. That just means that all of those other ones are also completely and utterly horrendously dog shit in terms of, like, any believability of how characters react to things, right? Like, that's interesting to hear about. I just go, oh, okay, so all of them are ridiculously, horrendously, amazingly dog shit. That doesn't make this better because it's normal. And to my understanding, I will say, the one thing she did clarify is, Az is still a little different. Exactly, yes. Az is a little different because he's the only one who's ever actually done it. Right? Like, to my, like, Lysandre from the first one, from X and Y, he wanted to Thanos snap the whole world. He just didn't actually. It's a little different when he did it. It's different when he literally did it. Right? Like, Az literally did it. He didn't Thanos snap the world, but he did more than a Thanos snap. A Thanos snap is half the population. What did I just walk into? I'm very mad about the new Pokemon game. As a guy, like, I'm not even a fan of Pokemon. I just watched a friend play it, and it was pretty not good, except I thought the characters were charming, and then they ruin all of the characters in the last fucking second. So, my bad, I guess. Isn't X and Y super edgy in general? Like, some of the Pokedex or the Mega Evolutions are insane. I mean, it's not even... It's super edgy, sure. But like, it's not edgy because they ignore it. Like, if it was edgy, if you wanted to like really, if you wanted to have like this morally, first off, it's like they're games for 11-year-olds, so I don't think they're gonna be that edgy. But like, if you wanted to have this like morally gray thing where it's like, what does it mean that like we were working under this omnicidal maniac this whole time? That would be edgy. If you wanted to really make it like, what the fuck, like what? Like, you know, what is that, like, how does that color, like, what we've been doing this whole time? We've just been working for this guy and we didn't realize it, whatever. That's edgy. This is just, like, they just bring up Omnicide and everyone ignores it. That's not edgy. That's stupid. It's just completely unbelievable. It's completely paper characters. To call them plot devices is an insult to plot devices. Which, I think the reason I'm so mad about it is, like, it was the only thing the game had going for it. The only thing the game had going for it was the fact that the characters were charming and likable. I really don't. I was not too impressed with almost anything else that I saw. And again, they just like they ruined the characters more than I've ever seen before in literally anything at the very end. That it made me very mad. To clarify, did you play it or did you watch someone play? I watched someone play like almost all of it. Yeah. I think I missed like ranks like Y to W or something like that. Or maybe X. But yeah, I watched a friend of mine play like the whole game basically. Down to the fucking rogue mega evolution, like subduing, farming 15 minutes, HP sponge, bullshit ass boss fights. Down to the worst post game I've ever fucking seen. Which they haven't actually started on very much yet, but the fucking reward tickets is like a crazy idea. I think Sword and Shield was neat after that, meh. I got so mad in the middle of this, I like had to stop. Because like she was just trying to play the game, you know? But I was just like so taken aback by how horrendously dog shit what I just saw was that I didn't even know what to do, man. I didn't know what to say. I was just like, I was flabbergasted. I mean, how do you just, how, it's just so ass. I like Scarlet and Violet's story a lot. I like it because I call it Pokemon Motorcycle and Rocket Cock. You know what I mean? I call it Pokemon Motorcycle and Rocket Cock because the Miraidon looks like a penis. Everyone has a different point of Pokemon where they go. Everything after this is shit. I'm not a Pokemon fan necessarily, right? I'm not really at all. Like I haven't played any of the games myself. I've only just been exposed to it through just like pop culture osmosis. And like I just have friends that like it a lot. So like again, this is not my expectations for Pokemon are very low. Right? My expectations for the games at least are very low. Like very, very low. I just didn't realize that they didn't even try to write characters. You know what I mean? It's like almost weird. Like I feel like I'm getting gaslit by the video. It's almost strange. How is it not a big deal that he did that? Right? Because like bad character writing is one thing, but it's like how is that just a normal thing that we could just gloss over it? Like it's like it's almost like a weird fucking thing to put in a kid's game. Now, granted, an 11-year-old probably won't quite, you know, they're not really going to think about it that deeply, but it's like, it's strange. It's strange to, like, whitewash Omnicide. Did you misread it maybe? I might be misremembering it, but I don't think it was that insane. I took I went back after, because I'm like, this is so crazy. I felt like I was being gaslit by the game. I went back and rewatched the cutscene. He says it in no uncertain terms. He says, like, to end the senseless conflict that would have taken everything from us, I became destruction itself. The fire from my weapon, it was like, it shot into the sky and fell back down and burned away all that rested on the earth. He said it in no uncertain terms. He said, I killed almost everything on the planet. And again, there's not even an illusion that what he did was wrong. Because we can even, you can get into the whole Brazilis numero uno. We can get into the whole conversation about, like, is it even possible to be redeemed for something like that, right? Like, is it even possible to be redeemed for Omnicide? No matter how long you live, no matter how much you want to atone, like, there's a real philosophical conversation to be had there of, like, can you ever atone for killing almost the entire planet? Like, does it really matter how bad you feel about it? We can have that conversation. There was none of it there. The only thing, he only cared about Floette. Redeemed. Yeah, the only thing he cared about was Floette. He felt bad for Floette. In fact, his attitude towards it, he made a second super weapon. to try and make it up to Floettes, and that one went haywire too. But like, you know what I mean? Like he made a second, this like crazy thing, the tower, right? It was supposed to like let Floette do some interesting shit with it or something. If he has infinite time, theoretically he can create a whole other planet. He doesn't. He died. Apparently he only had about 3,000 years. But like, that doesn't mean, I mean, is that better? Is that the fact, if he could create 8 billion more people, does it make it less immoral for him to kill 8 billion people? I feel like no. Well, probably not 8 billion, but he lived long enough. Eh? Pokemon lore is weird. They talk about things like it's planet-wide, but it's only mentioned in certain continents. I mean, he said the world. Maybe it's a mistranslation. Maybe it's a mistranslation. By the way, if he killed the entire population of a single continent, that's not like, oh, okay, cool, so he's chill now, right? Like if he killed, you know, everyone in Asia, that's not like suddenly, oh, okay, it's actually normal what he did. You know what I mean? It might be like a weird, I know that like Sekai often gets like weirdly mistranslated as like world, universe, whatever, but like I feel like it has to at least be the planet. It can't be like less than the planet if he says the world. You know what I mean? It's just such fucking dog shit writing. I mean, it's a major scale thing if it's localized to France and notably distinct than all over the Earth. Kind of no, right? Like, yes, it's obviously worse. Omnicide is worse than genocide, but it's like, oh no, he killed every French person. First off, based, but no, he killed everyone in France. Yeah, that's like it's still like, I don't know, man. Like it's to call him Hitler is like an understatement. If he killed everyone in France, he's Hitler times 100. Right? Like it's like we don't even have measurements for like how evil that shit is. Yo, full moon. Vayne versus Eustace. Anyway, I'm gonna stop ranting about it now because we're here to watch a Grand Blue tournament and not this. But I just like I couldn't rant about this when I was watching my friend play the game because it was just I felt like I was derailing it like too much and I was like just like yucking her yum a little bit too much. So I've been holding on to this anger I have and how dog shit the writing was for like two days now and I had to get it out. I had to get it out. Funny rant to listen to while doing homework. Thank you. Yeah. Does Full Moon main Vayne or is this secret tech for Lawayne? Full Moon main's Vayne. Yeah. Full Moon is a Vayne main. It's funny to have this convo while watching Grand Blue where they just recruit mass murderers for kicks. Bro, it's so different, right? It's so different. It's like, I mean, Lucilius trying to like destroy the entire universe or something is better or is worse for sure, I guess, scale-wise. But it's just like, it's so different. He really mains Vayne? Yeah, Vayne's like pretty decent now, by the way. Like pretty good. I would call Vayne good, actually. Yeah. I stand on my square and say that Vayne is good. Vayne is a strong character. Saying he destabilized all the islands. I don't know if anyone died. Ow, ow. Give praise for he has no equal. You don't see people loving Lucy for it, I guess? Exactly. Like, Lucy is treated like a genocidal villain maniac, right? Like, in universe, no one's like, man, I love Lucilius so much. Unless they're also evil, like Belial or something. They're not treated, like, Lucilius is not treated like the good guy. You know? It's okay. Like, I'm not saying, oh, you can't have evil people in your game. That's stupid, obviously. Right? But it's like, you know, if we're gonna have omnicidal maniacs in our video game, I wish we would treat them like omnicidal maniacs. And not like they're actually the good guy? Like, is that not like a weird thing for a game for kids to do? As is literally a father figure to the rival? Listen, if he had like some sort of, you know, if Urbane or Tawny or whatever, if they had some sort of like crisis about it, sure. They don't even care. They don't even care. They don't even care. They don't even mention it. They don't react. Right? If it was like if they were like, oh wow, like what does it mean for me that this man that like has raised me basically and I've loved for so long and I didn't know that he was like this and I discovered that he's an omnicidal maniac, like what does that mean for me? No, they don't even care. They don't care. It doesn't register. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop. I gotta stop, man. I gotta fucking stop. Bonk. Moratorium? Yeah. Oh, Sandy kind of wanted to do the same thing and is kind of being forgiven, sort of. I mean, yeah. But, you know, like, that is a much more interesting philosophical question of, like, can Sandy be forgiven for something like that, no matter how much he tries to atone, right? It's a little different when you're not even trying to atone. But yeah, and there's an interesting philosophical argument with a character like Samblefon for sure, right? Of like, if you cause enough destruction, like, is it even possible to be redeemed? Moratorium? We're talking about Sandy. We're talking about Sandy. We're talking about Sandy. Pretty sure that's the core of Sandy's character right now too. Yeah, yeah. There's an interesting philosophical discussion to be had about, like, redemption in general, but, like, there has to be, like, a path to redemption first. Ow, ow, ow. Never seen this Gray Fox fella? I am stupid. Is that... What flag is that? Is that... That's not Chile, is it? I'm a little ignorant of some... Yes, okay, okay. Chile? Nice, nice. I'm based. I've had very similar issues in other games, so it's nice to see other people crash out with similar opinions. Yeah, man. Ow, ow. Xenophon's supposed to be an angel or something? Yeah, I mean, it's true. There's, like, a larger scale they're operating on, certainly. Right? Like, there is kind of, like, a weird, like, deity washing, you know, like, when gods just operate on such large scales that, like, you know, when they just, like, erase a civilization, you're like, yeah, that's deity stuff. There's, like, a weird line that a lot of these characters walk between, like, being humanized and being, like, you know, damn near godlike figures. The conundrum is easy to answer, actually. It's Chile. We already figured it out. Ow. Creation is reserved for divinity, yes. That's true. I want to play God. If hot equals they're redeemed, Sandy's hot. Right, exactly. Yeah. With Sandy, again, there's an interesting philosophical argument to be had there of, like, forgiveness, atonement, like, what does that mean? Redemption. Are there things that are where you just simply, like, is there a point past which you simply cannot be redeemed no matter what? Does everyone deserve a second chance? Like, those are interesting philosophical arguments. It's just not what we're talking about at all, unfortunately, with the moratorium. I feel like we're escaping the moratorium. We're talking about Sandy. You can't hate me, I'm beautiful. You can hate me, but you can't call me ugly. That's the important part. This Vayne shield setup in the corner, by the way, is nasty shit, right? Because, basically, Vayne has a really good throw bait, but it's kind of slow, so it's not very good against, like, 2L teching. But that shield, if you 2L tech, it's going to slow you down. You're going to get, like, oh, hit stop when you hit the shield. So it'll kill you, and it'll also make it so your tech doesn't even hit Vayne. So the shield set up in the corner there. If Vayne can set it up and then run at you, he can kind of take away your ability to 2L or, like, strike tech in general. So then you have to throw tech, and then his throw bait is, like, built purposefully to murder you for that. Nice little bit of corner pressure. Yeah, obviously Eustace Grenade as well is ridiculous, right? Who else is surprised? Bonk. Ow, ow, ow. Woo! Ow, ow, ow. Didn't he also just murder, like, 13 boyfriends before the abuse for kicks? Yeah, I mean, this is, again, once you start talking about, like, it does become just, like, a criminal rehabilitation idea as well, right? Well, you start talking about people who are just, like, I say just like, because not to minimize it, but to talk about the fact that we're comparing it to literal omnicide of the entire planet or, like, of entire civilizations or whatever. Let's talk about people who are just, like, you know, we have room in the penal code for them. Like, it's like mass murder, it's whatever. You can have a conversation about, like, rehabilitation and stuff like that, and what does that mean, and, you know, what were the circumstances that led up to that, you know, what societal factors might have made them who they are, etc. It's interesting. It's certainly an interesting conversation to have. So the double A thing of your redemption can't come at the cost of others' peace? Yeah, yeah. What do you mean Eustace Grenade is bullshit? It's an honest move that doesn't go away on throw tech or RS dodge, yeah. Skyfarer penal code? Isn't it funny they called the penal code? Sounds vaguely phallic, no? Penis, am I right, fellas? Yeah, this Eustace character's a fucking menace, by the way. The buffs were very nice, right? They made, like, everything that was good about him a little better. They gave him a consistent launcher in the corner, which gave him a lot new, all these, like, different routes. They gave him, like, a one-frame side swap in the corner. He still has some issues, but they took a character who already had a pretty ridiculous setup in U-Grenade and just made him, took a lot more of the jank out of him, you know? Like, usually you'll have some character like this that, like, they have some, like, crazy shit. They have a lot of jank to sort of pay for it. They took a lot of uses of jank out in the patch. So now he's just, like, a pretty solid, good character that also has one of the best moves in the game in U-Grenade. Can we forgive Matera for having U-Butterfly? What has she done to reform? Be hot, probably. I have, like, 1,500 hours in this game, and I still don't know what half the cast actually does. It can be easy to just tunnel. I mean, this is why, like, it was very nice to play the whole cast, right? Things like that. Like, it gets you some good context. Ow. Ow. Gotcha only character, but Lobelia killed a fuckload of people for his own amusement and is now dying for all eternity? What the fuck? Isn't that the shit that, like... Isn't that the shit that, that happened to the dude from fucking Part 5? Isn't that what Golden Experience Requiem did to that one guy? But it's also like, you're hanging out with us, so he's cool, I guess? That's interesting. That's a weird one. Diavolo Infinite Death? Yeah. If I talk too much, I'll start speaking about this, but I seriously like to believe in the chance to change in guilds. No, absolutely. I think, I mean, to get a little bit more realistic scale and not talking about Omnicide, I think the idea of, like, the answer to people who commit crimes and things like this being to just punish them and remove them from society is, like, provably that shit has not worked, right? There's a lot of, like, there's like, you know, everyone is capable of evil and, like, different circumstances can put people, crime is often a result of, like, you know, socioeconomic conditions and things like that. Like, absolutely, I like, the general concept of rehabilitation is something I think I believe in greatly, but it's also, like, at a certain point, like, when you talk about a certain magnitude of it, it's like, oof, you know. Ow. They should have made Belial French so I have a reason to hate him. That's, you don't have a reason to hate him otherwise? Ow, ow, ow. This is set points for Mr. Fox here. Lobelia lets someone punch through his stomach to give MC a bouquet for Valentine's. He walks it off. It's kind of based. I guess, I mean, once you die for it... Oh, yeah. Yup. Nice to see a Eustace cook. I mean, I like watching Full Moon a lot. Full Moon has always been super fun to watch, so it's a shame. But, always nice to see a Eustace cooking up too. Eustace pretty damn rare in these parts. U-Grenade is a move? Oh, yeah, it is. Eustace feels like he performs cold fusion in the corner. Yeah, and you are both of the fucking hydrogen atoms, man. He smashes you into yourself until you fucking stop breathing. Thoughts? This is the type of shit he does to you. Thing about a guy like me is I'll probably tank it, I think. Yeah. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I'll probably just tank that shit, actually. That seems to make a lot of sense to a guy like me. Well, I gotta check in on my idle game real quick in between games, don't mind me. I gotta do Eternity Challenge 10. You guys don't fucking get it, man. You would never fucking get it. You guys don't know shit about Eternity Challenge 10. You fucking weirdos. Man, what a time to be alive. This Eustace character is, he's very spooky poopy, for sure. He does take great pleasure in stretching my asshole out for all to see. Which I feel like is kind of a dick move. But apparently that's just me or something. I feel like he shouldn't be able to do that, like, as freely as he does. But again, apparently that's just me. Bonk, 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 bonk. Versus Rising. That's actually so true.
para a Critical Leap, que é a divisão de publishing da nuvem, como vocês podem ver aí na tela. Se estiverem gostando do que vocês estão assistindo aí, não deixem de olhar lá no site da nuvem e adquirir o
Yeah, good enough. Rick, have you heard of Sanda? Sandy's Nuts? Chaos Zero Nightmare has me on that never-ending grind like Uma does to you guys. The Champions meets today, no? You know, Ilsa trailer is like... Ilsa trailer is... Psy Games Cup? No. Sign up soon? Yeah. I have a Taiki shuttle, technically. Yo, Rose Lockhart. Thank you for the raids. I remember Rose Lockhart because at one point I was like in TNS or something and I was like, C rank Lancelot, what the fuck? And then you beat my ass. I judged a book by its cover and I was summarily destroyed for it. Thanks for the raid though, hope you had a good stream. We're watching some Battle Coliseum. Platinum events for South America right here. Winner gets a free ride to Arc World Tour Finals. I have a Taiki shuttle. That's pretty decent, though she doesn't have my OS. And I have a decent Ogre cap. Was good, Bricko, excited to tune in? Yeah. You beat my fucking ass, man. I hope JF does super well. He's in Winners Finals right now. When is Psy Games Cup? I'm going to go on the internet to watch you and a few other people. That's first off, makes me feel very nice. Second, honestly, I wish, man. So much of my like daily life entertainment is intertwined with the internet. It'd be kind of nice to not be, but let me check. Do I have a Liquipedia page open? I thought I did. No, I don't. Okay, let me try and find it. Liquipedia. I think it's January 18th. I think it's January 18th. Oh, I do have it open. Yeah, January 18th. I could see Meg coming out like 2 days after, or Ilsa coming out like 2 days after this or something like that. It's gonna be a while, by the way. Like, yeah, Ilsa is probably a late January release, if I had to guess. Coming out early 2020, so I'm assuming it's Jan? Yeah. We should get a sneak peek in December. I mean, there's not really a good landing spot for a December sneak peek, right? Maybe they would just drop it normally, but like, I feel like it's probably just gonna be right here in Psy Games Cup, right? Is when we'll get it. Trailer to Psy Games Cup releases the week after. That sounds about right. Yo, Wellness? Hold up, I'm locked. I'm locked in with the... Haven't you people ever heard of... What the fuck? Oh, Amy? Another Siegfried that has beaten my ass? Do. Just another fatherless Siegfried, as the kids say. Sure. It's okay, Wellness eats these. Nice. Predictable, yeah. Camera okay. My shit's plus enough, that doesn't matter. If Meaty's there, so Wellness is +3, he doesn't have to deal with any nonsense. Roll, whoa. Oh no! Oh, no, the drop! No! Not like this! My goat! Yep, hey, draw it. Oh, that's bad. That's a Siegfried classic right there. They call that the Siegfried. That's all it fucking is, man. What do you say about mewing? Honestly, at this point, I get surprised when I see Siegfried without the Goku. The Siegfried SSBA without the Goku pop in. I'm like, wait a sec. Something's wrong. Something's missing here. I'm trying to dang flab it with a dang nabbit, man. There we go. Sometimes you just gotta dang flab it with the dang nabbit. I'm watching my goat get cooked. Isn't this not fair? Roll Orchid in 2025? I guess Wellness, does Wellness not have a set? Yeah, Wellness doesn't have an OS for it, right? DLC every 2 months or so? No. The gap between Wilness and Meg was very small. It was like a month shorter than normal. Usually it's every 3. Wilness has to DP or hold it? Yeah, he doesn't have an Orkin OS. Because the Gord starts on frame 8 as well, right? Nice. I think the Gord is 8 frame startup. And I don't think it... well, the low profile is 5, but I think... 6XL is too short? Yeah. What characters don't have the OS? I mean, anyone without a 7 frame crouching button. Ladiva. Oh, no, Ladiva has 2U, actually. Ladiva can do it. Vasaraga doesn't have one. Can Wellness 6XL CQ Fireball? Yeah. Wellness Beatrix Voss? Those are the only characters that have 7 frame crouching button? That doesn't sound right. Is that real? Owie. If Sieg is point blank, Wellness can 2L? Yeah, I mean, good Siegs will always space that shit out, right? Narmaya does, they space it out, they can't do it? Yeah, I mean, a big 7 frame button. As in, like, exactly 7 frame or 7 frame plus good range? 7 frame plus good range would be ideal, for sure. Because if Siegfried spaces it out, then, you can run into problems, and good Siegfrieds will generally try to space it out, but yeah. Galleon can't, true, because their 2M is 8, right? Yeah. Another sword is W? Yeah, sword is 2M, goes crazy. Is his counter follow-up mid only? No, the counter is the answer to the OS. The OS reduces, if you have the reach for it, the OS reduces Orkin to a 50-50. Basically, you either... he either does an Orkin option, and if you OS it, you kill him. Or he does the counter, and if you OS it, he kills you. UL? UL is a 6 frame 2M, brother. Not only does she have a 7 frame one, she has a 6 frame one, and it's as big as a 7 frame one. The parry reward isn't that great either. Yeah, against characters with the OS, Orkin becomes not as good of a pressure tool for sure. It becomes more of like, you can do some like mind game RPS with it sometimes, but... It's a lot harder for Siegfried to get like good value out of it against characters with like a good OS on it. One is being cooked by standing on lows. On your toes! I don't think CAG can. CAG 2M is 8 frames at its fastest, I think. Orkin is a BC bait. I mean, it can shift. A lot of specials shift your hurt box quickly. Same way you can see, like, you know, Galleons doing, like, spaced far H into, like, Meteor place, and if you BC it, it whiffs. Because, like, you cancel out of your recovery, so it just pulls your hurt box back a lot of the time. Oh. Uh-oh! Is this the most damage you can do in the mid-screen? I believe that. I believe that, actually. Wow! Jesus! Because, yeah, I think it was just a close H into raw super. And I think also, like, raw. Like, he linked it, I think. 17k character, by the way? Yeah. I think he's plus enough there to do, like, 236 S plus U. Orkin's crazy if they don't have the OS? Yeah. I mean, it just becomes a bunch of pretty difficult reaction checks, right? Considering he can just do so many different things out of it. Ow. Seeing knee kill is so funny, bro. Skidded and the camera hustled to look away. Yeah. Although if you hit the opponent wellness use skills at the final hit, they just get sent to the void. It's very fun. Okay. Hadron, smash. Yeah, it is a Star Chaos from Smash, exactly. Overhead, sure. I think my goat might be in trouble here. Oh, no! Lives these, but it's real bad. It's not that bad without the OS. It could be tough, for sure. It's because it becomes like another thing in Siegfried's toolkit, basically. It's not that bad without the OS in a vacuum, but like... having to deal with it on top of just like general Siegfried pressure without the OS gets tough. Yeah. I'm trying to go for the 2-2U toe snipe, but I think Amy is definitely looking out for that. Oh, that had to be a 6XL attempt. If they space it, that's a different story. I mean, yes, they will space it, obviously. If they use the tool well, it's good. Yeah. Ow. Ow. That's why, again, even if you have the OS, having like a good one, like a big 7-frame button, like a Catalina 2M or something like that, is really nice. No way YouTube just hit me with a new 1 of 3 entry ads. YouTube mobile too. That's crazy. Oh! No! Que drope! Not like this, man. My goats. Ah, okay. Well. Ow. 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 A 7th in the book for the Wellness God. That's so tough. Wellness DP is so weird to press buttons after. Yeah, I think it's just like combo DPs are weird, right? Because there's so much recovery. Right, you have to like wait for so long before you can actually hit buttons. Like the thing where like, you know, you try to buffer it, you're too early, it doesn't come out, happens pretty often. That's tough. You hate to see a man go out like that. Boo, 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 boo. I just mashed a combo after DP. Yeah, you totally can. You totally can. You can just, you know, if you try to time it, it can be a little weird. That close H into SSBA, I mean, it makes sense, right? Because again, I think, wonder if we'll see a Meg. We haven't so far. Where's, actually, we can go on this tab, actually. How plus Siegfried close H on counter hit? I feel like heavies. I can back calculate this from Catalina because its attack level is going to determine how much more plus you are on counter hit. So she's normally -4 and she becomes +8. So you gain 12 frames. So what is Siegfried? Siegfried is normally, so it'll be +14. How fast is his SSBA startup? Yeah, that was close H into raw SSBA. Yeah. Close H Link SBA is probably optimal for a lot of characters at 2 BP. Somehow I've never thought of this before. But yeah, that was close H into Link Ross. I mean, in the mid screen at the very least, right? Especially Siegfried does not have like really good ways to extend in the mid screen there off the. I mean, he can do like he can do the big boy, but just canceling it with no Link if they can't. It is still going to be not scaled at all, yeah. But getting the extra 10% is very nice, right? You get 6,600. On top, you just basically add 1,800 damage to your, yeah, or 1,600 damage. You just add 1,600 damage to your SSBA. It's a funny little thing, but I think it is probably quite. I mean, it did a shit ton of damage at 2 BP. It might even be good for some characters with bad mid screen at like 3 BP, but on 2 it just eviscerated, right? Shit was like graphic violence. Bum 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 ba da bum bee bum 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 ba ba. I'll tell you one thing about Pokemon A to Z though. Like always, they got good music. As always, the Pokemon games, whoever makes the music goes crazy. It's like it's the one fucking A student in the group project. Looks like a lot of Siegfried SSBA's 1 hit, so big chunk. I was just looking at the whole health bar, brother. Time for Honest Fundy's Granathan? Yo, a Granathan? Hold up. Only characters who gets a proper mid-screen combo. Only characters who get a proper mid-screen combo will be less optimal doing button SSBA, I think. Yeah, like Ladiva, for example, can do close H into her own SSBA raw, which is even more damage than like most of the cast. But it's still better for her to just do her combo and end it in SSBA. Is Toby still doing Pokemon music? I think he just did the one Battle Tower one, right? I don't think it was like a long-term commitment or anything like that. I don't think they like hired him on as a music producer or something. I think they were just like making this one song. Wow, look at this. Just two incredibly fun-deed characters. Nero would just do a combo, B5 Lucy. Yeah. Ow. Gran? Yeah, man. Gray Fox. This is Gray Fox. He was playing Eustace earlier, so interesting. Eustace and Gran? I fuck with the bag. I mean, it makes sense, right? I mean, you don't want to play Eustace into Beatrix, probably, so I guess I understand. Ow. 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 Stop 5-viewing me over and over. Eustace is very bad into B. Yeah. So I guess like good to have. I don't know if Eustace is the backup or Gran is the backup, but regardless, makes sense that he's not playing Eustace here. And so far, I mean, the Gran's cooking. Go beyond John Granblue. Now it's your turn. Ow. Ow. Gran can box with her pretty well. This Granule fellow's pretty strong, I'm thinking. Oh! Contra-attack Esmaga. That's probably Crush Esmaga. First round's cracked as fuck. He kind of just beat the shit out of her. Oh! Gran gets bounced from here. Yep. I don't even know if he needed the light boot first, but... No! Esmaga? Yeah. The drops are crazy, man. Can't perform Cold Fusion versus Beatrix. You need to snort that glue like your life depends on it to match her freak. Yes, exactly. I'm glad you understand, man. I'm glad you fucking understand. Hey, Brick, how have the games been today? We're watching a tournament, actually. So good thing, too, because I kind of just went Goblin mode yesterday. Playing fucking Haunts and playing Antimatter Dimensions and you know, just watching YouTube videos. So I kind of forgot where I was and I went to bed at 8 a.m. So it's honestly a good thing that I don't have to play Granblue today. Because I don't think I'll do very well. But the tournament's been fun. There's a reason our worst matchups are Sieg and Voss. They can snort glue like she can. Never thought about Voss. That makes sense, actually. I believe that. The fundies are mental on this grab. Yeah. Minor spelling mistake. Insert Agnes Tachyon smug winning face emoji. We love a plus on block too. It is pretty nice for Gran. Like, that is something that I think even I underrate on Gran every now and then. I just forget that he's got a plus on block 2M. Right? It's such like a... It's just such a good thing for him to... Oh my god! Looking like fucking Ladiva 2U with those clashes. What idle game are you playing? Antimatter Dimensions. It kind of goes crazy, honestly. I feel like idle games are very much like number go up simulator, and oh boy, does the number go up in this one. You can do that out of boot Clash. Yeah, anything that leaves you airborne, you're airborne on Clash, right? Same thing, Ladiva 2U leaves her airborne after Clash, so she does JL after. And Gran's actually high up enough you can do JM. Is it on Steam? Yeah, it's free. Check this shit out, man. I've got some number E times 10 to the power of 27 million antimatter. Get on my fucking level, big guy. Get on my fucking level. This game rules. Be careful if you care about your free time, though. If you care about using your free time productively, this might be a bad thing to download. Going from Narmaya and seeing most of the cast don't have a plus 2M hurts? Yeah, it's literally only 3 of them, right? This is trades watching for broke people? What is trades watching? Like day trading? I'm pretty sure day trading is for broke people. Spiritually broke, that is. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Can't super here, I don't think. Can he? Oh, he can. He didn't, though. Didn't want to. Rick, I play Balatro. I don't have free time. I refer to monetarily broke. You know, it's crazy how the capitalist system has fucking trained you like a barking dog, you stupid fuck. The only 3 people who have plus 2Ms are Gran, Belial, and what's it called? Kagura and Armaya. Meathead DP. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit of a meathead to be a genius. Thoughts? Gray Fox looks really strong, by the way. I don't know who sent him down to losers, but DP on Oki is war criminal. Shit, big break. Can this grant a Toad Ford? No. I don't know who sent him down to losers, but so far he has kind of beat the shit like he, you know. I love Full Moon, but that was a rough set for him. And so far he's kind of beating the shit out of this Beatrix too. I wonder who shot this man. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let me not jinx it though. Ow, ow. Sure. Not the biggest damage in the world. In fact, Abel has the same 2M of Belial, but it couldn't be more different. Yeah, I mean, Abel's is good in its own way. It's a 6-frame 2M. It's a low, well, which Belial's also is. But, like, it knocks down even on regular hits, so it's, like, you know, very easy to combo off of. But obviously, Belial's is significantly better, for sure. Abel, there's a couple of buttons like that, where, like, Abel Far M is also a good Far M. Right? It's a good Far M. It advances, it's like 7 frames, it's easy to hit confirm. But it is, despite it having a lot of good stuff, it is also just like not a 6-frame Far M like Belial's. So. You gotta chill on the LDP. He's literally winning. He's literally winning. All of Abel's M and lower buttons are the same with different properties. Well, I think some of the buttons are exactly the same, actually. His 2L, I think his lights are exactly the same. I think his 2L and his far L and his close L are just the same button. There's no different properties. It's only the mediums that have the same animation but are different, and then the heavies are just completely different. Ow. 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 Snows look better than Gray Fox in net play before Battle Coliseum. He's just playing real weird today. Net play doesn't matter? I don't think net play doesn't matter. I think that's a silly thing to say. I think certainly, like, you know, it can be a different game offline, not just because of the lack of lag, but also, you know, it's usually just also higher stakes, you know. It's more real shit. You might be less comfortable. You're not in the comfort of your own home. Abel Farms apparently 7-frame startup. They really wanted base Belial to be unique on that. Yeah, yeah. It's 7 frames. I believe it's... I don't know if it goes to 8. Ow, 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 ow. I think he advances forward a little bit more than Belial does too. But he doesn't have that 6-frame first hit, which is what makes Belial's so special. Oh my, good roll. Dude, it's actually so dangerous. Dude, he could die here. Just run up Grand SSBA? Okay, this is not death, because he had to convert it with Raging Stroke. Why is he routing like it is? Or is he just trying to make a guess for game on a throw, I guess, yeah. Oh, you son of a bitch! You freaking fricker. You freaking fricker. Meathead DP, meth head DP, yeah. You freaking fricker, man. I'm gonna the DQ Gray Fox is some unsportsmanlike conduct. It would only be unsportsmanlike conduct if that's how he won. The fact that he lost, it's fine. He smelled like a bastard. Woo. It would only be unsportsmanlike conduct if he won. Losing like that is just funny. Yeah, I think it's silly to say net play doesn't matter, but it is certainly like there's so many more factors in like in-person play. Like, and this fact you have to like, you know, like you're not in your house. You have to like go somewhere. You might be somewhere for a long time. Like fatigue, I think, is much more of a factor. Things like this, right? There's a lot more pressure. It's a more uncomfortable environment. On top of just the technical differences too of like less lag, things like that, right? I don't know about net play doesn't matter, but there's nuance, yeah. Regardless, I mean, Snow is showing a little bit of signs of life now, which is good. Because for a second, I was like, is Gray Fox just the fucking best player in South America? Why have the 2 sets I've seen of him back to back now? It's been him entirely eviscerating his opponent. That catches roll, huh? Did that catch roll, or is that just active enough that it caught riding free on the way up? And offline, you also have the nerves of playing in front of the crowd? Yeah, there's a lot of things besides just the lack of, like, rollback, for example. You know what I mean? There's a lot more factors that might make offline harder than online than you might initially think. The up slice catches roll? I didn't know. That's really nice for him to have in this matchup, huh? Having a fireball that doesn't necessarily insta-die to riding free. Because if you know, there's a timing there's a lot of active frames where it kills it. I learned that the hard way, yeah. In Publix, you can't just shout, you unwanted fuck, when you use the 50-50. I mean, you could. Nothing says a dog can't play basketball, but the dog might have consequences for breaking the rules. He's not quite at level 1-5U yet. He's been twerking on him. Oh my god, he's twerking on him. He's twerking on him. Okay. I think the transition from online to offline matters that much if you just know about... I don't think the transition from online to offline matters that much if you just know about fighting game fundamentals. If you're just so fundamentally solid, how could you ever be nervous? Is this a joke? I actually can't... I can't tell. Is this ironic? It reads like it's ironic. Yeah. Maybe that is a new pasta? Actually, I can't tell. Like, am I clowning you or am I falling for rage bait? It's like one of the... There's like a fundamental like misunderstanding of the human condition there, I think. If you're simply good, you will no longer be human and feel emotions. Yeah, it's very weird. It's very, very odd to say that. I have to assume that was a joke. It read like a joke. Schrodinger's rage bait, it read like a joke, so I'm going to assume it's a joke. I'm going to give my fellow man the benefit of the doubt, and also the opportunity to be like, oh yeah, it was totally a joke, even if it wasn't. There's pro players who have been competing offline for years who still get nervous? Yeah, it's because it's people, man. I don't understand. I don't understand. Take the out, yeah, take it. It was a joke. It's fine, guys. Let's move on. I give you an F for rage bait CV after class. Yeah. Nerves are normal? Nah, a guy like me, I'm just so fundamentally solid that I don't have emotions anymore. That's how I tend to do it. Maybe you fucking pussies can't tank that shit like I can, you fucking liberal snowflakes. But a guy like me, I just eat that shit. Nom 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 for fucking breakfast, brother. Get on my level. Okay, cool. Yup. I'm like Mihono Bourbon. I have no emotions. I don't feel nerves. I'm a cyborg. Rick looking like the anti-spiral? That's what I'm saying. If you hand me a first grade math test, I get a bit nervous even if it's piss easy. Alright, that... I mean, that's like... You would get nervous because you're like... Yeah, what does it say about me if I don't like get 100 on this math test, right? I'm like Haru Urara, I never win anything. Hey, that's not true. She won her first race and she died soon thereafter. So what does that tell you about the value of victory? I never get nervous because I'm so fundamentally solid. Took 50 milligrams of Xanax. Yeah. No, those are fundamental. It tells me winners never live. That's what I'm saying. If you've been in the hyperbolic time chamber, labbing one is 50-50s, you'd also be like, if I lose, I'm ending it all. Excuse me? Never win for immortality, yeah. Winners die, for real. Haru lived a pretty long life for a racehorse, and then she won her first race and immediately had a heart attack and died. So, maybe there's something there. Maybe there's something there, man. Maybe there's something about all these goals we try to set for ourselves only end up doing more harm than good. Me taking melatonin before my sets, the Hat Man can coach me. Isn't the Hat Man supposed to be a Benadryl thing? I think taking melatonin before the sets, you see Gamera. You take enough melatonin, Gamera shows up in your peripheral and tells you what to do. If you can't win after spending 1 million years trading, what does that say about you? It says that you never gave up, man. It says that you never fucking gave up, and that's all that matters. That's the only thing it can say about you. Gamera shows up and says, Pig Meg, trust? Yo, bro, this character's broken. This character's fucking broken, man. Just trust me. Cagliostro versus Siegfried, huh? Jajan. You take melatonin and the Hat Man convinces you there's a sudden patch that made Vikala top 1. And then you live that reality. You play Vikala as if she was buffed, and turns out the only thing holding her back was our own mentality. She actually is broken right now. The patch we needed was just inside of us the whole time. Ow. Ow. Dude, round start, counter hit, far H, that shit is terrifying. Oh, no, man. No, fucking no. Oh, no. Again, contra-attack. Bottom 1 CAG, low tier representative. Yeah. We call his lab code 21 strong. We just don't trust ourselves. Exactly. This isn't a good player picker up yet. Exactly, man. Exactly. Just you wait till I fucking show all of you what my daughter can really do. Don't mind me just sticking a bobby pin in my ear, because it feels so nice when I stimulate my vagus nerve. Surely nothing bad can come of this. I think it's not safe to do that. It's not nice. What you did was not nice. It's not nice to do that. Yeah, you're probably not. You're probably right. But like, it feels good. Thoughts? You know what else isn't safe? Like eating donuts. And yet I do that shit anyway. You know what else isn't safe? Jerking off for 19 consecutive hours to Galleon Shadowverse until you pass out. Holding your breath on an orgasm, and yet I do that shit anyway. So like, at the end of the day, what does it matter? It's all gonna kill you is the thing. It does feel awesome as fuck. It feels so good is the thing. Live freely and dangerously. It's all gonna kill you, man. Ask that girl out. Apply for that job. Hit the Jopo to Galleon. The jack off pass out. You telling me the human limit is 20 hours? Well, you know, it's gonna vary person to person, certainly. It depends on how hard you're going. Surely humanity has more room to grow. I just have a skill issue. Donuts give me a quick heart attack at 28. Q-tips make me deaf for the rest of my life. Q-tips are cringe. Use a bobby pin. Okay, don't do that. I believe in your potential, Brick. Alright, you know what? 36-hour goon subathon starting right now. I think bobby pins are significantly worse. I think you're stupid and ugly. Crazy. Isn't that wild? I guess we can just say whatever we want now. As long as we're being negative. Ow. Ow. 99% of gooners pass out before hallucinating Galleon giving them Paizuri. Now we're talking. You're not wrong. Doesn't make bobby pins good. I'm not wrong, is all I heard. So you're stupid and ugly. Ow. Nice mid-screen combo. Sure. Oh no, man! Save me from myself! Oh. Luchiro keeps dropping those. That, ooh, yeah, that's scary. That's spooky shit. I'm not sure what's up with that. I thought it was consistent. Maybe I'm wrong. Listen, man, I'm not gonna go deaf. I'm already super... I was already super prone to ear infections before I even started doing this. If anything, I get fewer ear infections now that I'm putting the Q-tip, or not the Q-tips, the bobby pins in my ears. So, clearly, that means it's good, and it's not some other thing that maybe was better that I don't know that I changed about my life otherwise. But, nah. Are you gonna go bald, though? I don't think so. I don't think I got any kind of genetics for that. And right now, I mean, as far as male pattern baldness, I seem to be not, like, past the danger zone, but, like... I feel like if you show no signs of balding by, like, 28... I feel like male pattern baldness probably is not going to get me at that point, yeah? You got the headphone skull dent? I got the headphone hair dent, for sure. Everyone knows you get bobby pins to scratch the inside of your ear and to remain after you perish from nuclear fallout, so those who remain can pick all your locks. Well, excuse me? Oh, yeah! Fallout New Vegas, man. So true. So true. I already can't hear. Bobby pins are riskless? Yeah, man. I already did irreparable damage to my hearing by wearing my headphones all the time and listening to everything at like 150% volume from the ages of 11 to 25 or something like that, right? So, like, surely at this point, like, it's kind of damned if you do, damned. It's all going to kill you. That's what I'm going to say. Broken ass 17k health? That's what I'm fucking talking about. Speaking of, you letting your hair lock up? No, sir. No, sir. I don't think I'm quite so interested in locks. Out. I quit power tools every day. All I hear is yeah, that's fair. This guy has normal health. She feels like she'd have lower, but I haven't heard it. You're right. It does feel like this CAD character probably shouldn't have normal health, right? All the stuff she can do, just the general, like, seeming kind of archetype of character she is. It does feel like she shouldn't have 16k, but she totally does. But she totally does. Download a sound booster. You can set your headphones so loud people hear it from across the room. You should shoot that child. She's 3'3"? No, she's like 4 feet tall. She's taller than that. You're right, give her 20k? So true, actually. I guess she probably made her body out of like hyper metals. I actually don't know what the spare bodies are made out of. So like the teleport skill is called spare body, right? Like Cagliostro is transitioning her conscience to a different body every time she TPs. Yes. Yes. Okay. Like she's just built that different. Okay. Like it's just that she just does that shit mid, like in seconds. She's like, I'm in a different body now. Cag is 130 centimeters tall. Whoa, that is like 3 foot something, right? What is that in freedom units? Oh no, it's 4 foot. It's like 4'1", right? Something like that. 4'1", 4'2", something. The fact she can be murdered at all is fascinating. I suppose you have to kill her consciousness, right? Google says 4.26 feet. And then 12 times 0.26, so 4'3". She's 4'3". Tag's a lich. Yeah, I just have to find her phylactery. She's rich as shit. I mean, I feel like the concept of wealth, like the whole turning lead to gold thing, that's like the old, the size of a first grader and as puntable as one. I mean, both true. Bro, I'm like 163. You're like, yeah, I'm a height. What do you mean? You're like taller than Caglio? Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, if you're like an adult person and you don't have like any sort of condition that might mean that you're shorter than average or something like that, probably should be. If she has enough gold to make countless 4-foot human bodies, she has to be like musk-rich by this point. And you have to make sure to not flood the market though, right? Or else you crash the value. She has to like create artificial scarcity with her gold. Adult Cag is hot? Yeah, that sounds right. I saw the image at one point. I was like, yeah. I think he's going for cute though, you know? She values being cute more than hot? Exactly. I don't think Cag cares about the concept of money. You think, yeah, it's true. I can like, maybe you could use it to like procure some stuff for her experiments or whatever, but she probably could just like, one, anything that money can buy is probably too common for her to care about. And two, she could probably just create fucking most things if she wanted to work with them. And she treats it like a dress. Someday she likes switching it up. Yeah, sure. Why not? Cag's an alchemist, she just makes gold if she needs money. I'm saying I don't think she needs money, like ever. That's a good point. Like, what value does money have for a creature like Cagliostro? Not very much, I would imagine. Cag is essentially a science-fueled god? Yeah, exactly. Can she create burger? I would imagine so. Is there a Cag burger emote? You know, like the near burger? She says in her near lines that she can make life via homunculi. It just takes like hundreds of lives. What's the exchange rate on a human soul? Ow. Ow. There's gotta be a Cag burger. Wait, Ash drew one, right? Ash drew the Cag burger. Do-do-do. That's the plot of Full Metal Alchemist. I thought the plot of Full Metal Alchemist was that you couldn't do that shit. Ow. One country for one human making rock. You can? Is this fucked? I need to rewatch Brotherhood, man. It was like equivalent exchange, and it's like what's the exchange for like a soul? Can't create life is just a hyper shitty exchange rate? That's valid, honestly. I need to rewatch Brotherhood. It's thousands of lives for like 8. Oh, is that how Father whoever made the like homunculi? Like greed, lust, envy, etc. It's been like 14 years or something since I watched Brotherhood, I think. Exchanges about 6,000 lives for one homunculi. That's not so bad. Ow, ow. Are the homunculi hot? This is a dead Shiro. Bottom 1 Cagliostro, unfortunately. Not so bad. I mean, I take my lessons from the media I watch, and Pokemon told me that as genociding... no, we're not doing it. I'm not doing it again, actually. Moratorium. 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 Some of them are. Lust is pretty hot. Lust is pretty hot, so honestly, yeah, not that bad. Exactly. 6,000 chuds for one hot woman. The guy did the genocide hot? Not by my standards. Lust and Wrath are hot? Yeah. Both true. Wrath is Bradley, yeah? Gluttony is just a silly guy. I mean, you can eat it from the back, for sure, though. I think we just eat the back and everything else with it. Is the problem. You know what I mean? I think there would be some issues there. Bro, thoughts on which light and dark time studies are the best when you're rocking 4,100 time theorems total? I can pick 2 different combinations right now, but I'm just not sure which one it is. Yo, Shiro, getting fucking pissed? Envy's hot once he gets his second body. Does Envy have... Pick 1 and 3? Oh, that's valid. I thought Envy was non-binary, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe again, it's been like 14 years or something. Like I think when did I? Oh god, when did I watch Brotherhood? I think I watched Brotherhood in like the 9th or 10th grade. Yeah, it's been like 13, 14 years. Envy is past gender. Yeah. They're just envy. So I don't remember almost anything, but. Shiro lost on purpose so you can say CAG is bottom 1. The CAG down players. If everyone's contained the words Umbra in it, those have to be the coolest. I mean, there's dark and light ones, right? There's like, look. There's the dark time theorems and the light time theorems. So, I mean, the dark ones would be the closest thing to Umbra that you've got. That's an interesting idea. I think all of them are by nature of their being. Maybe past, like... sex, but not past gender, surely. Right, at the very least, a lot of them are referred to with gender pronouns. Yeah, like at the very least, like lust, for example, is like very clearly like performing femininity at the very, for what it's worth. She's feminine presenting. I don't think they're past gender. I think they are. Lust is called she, her when she's just a girlfriend. Bradley and Pride as well used to be him. Yeah. One guy don't exactly have genders, just kind of exist. I mean, I can go to that tournament, you know. South America type shit. Chun-Li beating that ass. Well, that's exactly how they actually identify or just what they use while undercover. I don't know. I guess that's fair. That's fair. Gender is a choice and I want to respect for what I was born. So true, bestie. That's the problem, though, is that, you know, the game mechanics right now, the respec is very expensive. A lot of games have, like, free respecs. Like, look at this, look. It's like, oh, like, I don't like my current time theorem setup. Let me just respec on Next Eternity. Boom. Right? It's just, like, it's easy. It's a free respec. We should have those IRL. Why is there so much bullshit that comes along with wanting to respec right now? It just allows for more diversity of builds and strategy. It's good for the meta, I think, to let people respec for free. That's not gonna work too well. I don't fucking know, man. I don't fucking know. What the fuck do you want from me? What the fuck do you want from me, you fucking freaks? Maybe this? That could work. I just don't fucking know anymore. I just don't fucking know. Let me respec? That's what I'm saying, man. Let a motherfucker respec. Happy Trans Awareness Week? For real. Let's just release the free respec patch finally? Yeah. The people have been clamoring for it. And like, yeah, there's some like weird purists who keep telling you that they, you know, the respecs shouldn't even exist, but like, CM registry open, by the way. Oh boy, oh boy. I think I'll use my borrow runs today first before I do that. Try and make probably a better Taiki. I'll fight the purists. The same people will tell you that you need motion inputs for fighting games. Who do you think will be in season 3, Brick? I don't know. I hope So Fun. That's the big one. Is picking your league. Oh yeah, right. You don't register the team yet. Right. You register the team 3 days from now. That's true. That's true. That's true. I forgot about that. The actual, yeah, it's the, you only pick the, I thought you registered the team 3 days in advance too, but no, you don't. You don't. What is going on now? I'm just in a fucking loop of ads. I'm stuck forever. They're actually putting me in season 3 for real. Well, let's do that shit right now. Actually, so I need like adult supervision to make sure I don't pick the wrong one. Because I always get this is like CM number 6 or 7. Yes. And I always get confused as to which one is the fucking open, which one is the one with the better rewards. Because the naming convention sucks. I always, at this point, I've just associated it with like it's the one with Special Week with the fiery eyes. That's the one. I'm loving Battle Coliseum right now, y'all. Yeah, it's this. Thank God it says advanced, and like, yeah, but because like open feels like it should be the one that's open to everyone, no? But I guess not. It's fucking this one. Yeah. Hear me out. We need Noir in season 3. Oh, Fujikaseki. What the hell? I've been enjoying some Battle Coliseum. Do. Hello, Jesus. I feel like the same ad is just looped like 7 times, no? What about Ball in season 3? Like Molog? Like Molog Ball? Check it out, fellas. Check it out. Check this shit out. This Taiki did not get Mile S. Oh, she's actually a little slow, too. I forgot about this, yeah. I mean, she got double circle right-handed, but she didn't grab Mile S, which was kind of a pain in the ass. But, I mean, straight descent, Uma stand, head-on, changing gears, Mile, Maven, right? Like, she's got everything, man. And 600 wit and over 900 power. I might still just, you got a little bit too much stam, if anything. I might still just run her if I don't get a better one. It's kind of nice, but yeah, it's just the speed's a little low. Though power like is you know, it's okay. 1100 speed with double circle right-handed is fine. Would have loved to have some ILS on her though, no doubt. Since Galleon's in the game, give me the big titty lady with a big fuck off sword. Is that one person? I feel like there's probably a lot of those in Grand Blue. If I had to guess, there are a lot of big titty women. Does the new career have alt level ups in it? Yeah, the exact same ones. The exact same ones. Like, with the exact same fan thresholds and everything. Though I think instead of friendship with Akikawa, it's friendship with Riko, which is significantly easier, because you're basically going to be maxing that out every run, regardless. You should have Madoka from Madoka Magica. They should have Goku from Goku. Thoughts? Zate FDC. Wait a second, I know this guy. Am I allowed to send links in chat or no? Are the links malicious? I've also seen people's art about that one Halloween lady from the gacha is the closest I've gotten to playing the gacha. Halloween lady? Who's the Halloween lady? No, if the link isn't malicious, I mean, go for it. I'll just shoot you in the head forever if it is, I guess. I think she's Sandy's sister. Goku is too busy making sure Strive still works. Just discontinue support for Strive and add him to Grambling. Halloween Raziel, maliciousLink.com. Let's see. Oh, I know her. Wait, where's the Halloween? This is the wrong one, man. I am malware.gov. So true. Goggle.com. I don't think goggle.com is good. Scroll down. It's at the bottom. Is it this? Because, wow. Yep. Oh god, when I zoom in, it runs away from me, man. It fucking runs away from me. She dressed as Evil Sandy? Wait, she's... You guys can tell what she's wearing right now? You guys can see anything else in this fucking photo? Amazing. Make sure to click Open League Sport. I clicked graded, I think. Yeah, where does it... Change leagues. Yeah. We're fucking chilling. We're chilling. I hope you understand why I was tempted. Yeah, I'm fucking jerking it. I like her hood. She looks cool. If I was circumcised, I would make, or if I was uncircumcised, I would make a joke about my own hoods, but I don't have the hardware. More carrots? Wait, what? Is there a carrot gift? No. They're even bigger in her summer art somehow? Brother. What do you mean? This is very cute also. Where's the summer art? Oh. God damn. Anyway. We must stay focused, brothers. We must stay focused. Check Hans's channel, Zach posted. What? They're raising the carrot reward. What? Whoa. Increased carrots for final round. Huh? They already did that from 1 to 2, right? They already did that from 1 to 2. Like, Taurus Cup was 1,500 carrots for first. Gemini was 2,000, and it's been so ever since. And now they're taking it up again. That's crazy. Side games are pouring honey on you. They're pouring honey on us. Raziel's super popular, so honestly, could see her being season 3 anyways. I'm never gonna stop coming, man. It's gonna keep coming out. Basically, #1 favorite versus former persona non grata turned redeemed underdog. Unfortunately, I cannot pronounce this fellow's name. I can just call him EO, maybe. Former persona non grata, huh? Because I assume the #1 favorite you're referring to is JF, right? Hit me with the lore, man. Hit me with the lore.
Daqui a pouco vai estar saindo classificado para a Coreia, para as finais da Arc World Tour.
We're gonna see Galleon versus Raziel and implode. Oh, it's gonna be an explosion. Because an implosion, everything collapses inwards. No, things are gonna be coming outward. Things will be splashing outwards. It will very much be an explosion. I want to go to Blaze Pizza, man. I'm going to a hot pot spot with my my brother, his wife, and her brothers. After this, that'll be a good time. But I kind of want to Blaze Pizza. Shinchiri is just a tad of a prick with ego issues. Got banned from the main South American Discord. Is that how you pronounce this? How do you pronounce this name? Yeah, actually, like for an idiot who does not speak Brazilian Portuguese, presumably. Then found a hot shotty and turned his life around. Story of the fucking life. It's a bit of a shame that this is often it's often a woman's job to teach a man emotional intelligence under patriarchy, but it's also a story as old as time. Blaze Pizza in Canada? It's very good. Rising just looks amazing in general. I'd be happy for anyone, really. What do you mean by this? Ow, ow, ow. Regardless, I'm glad this guy's redeemed. I'm glad this guy's redeemed. It would be rough for JF to beat you up in front of your girl, but... This Vasaraga color is so, like... I had Blaze People before a while back when I was in the US South. Really? Yeah, it's really nice. Chinchas. E or E? Chinchas? Is that even close to correct? Chinchas? What does it mean? What does this? What does the name mean? I have 0 good pizza places near me. Honestly, man, can I be real with you? I fuck with Domino's. I fuck with Domino's. Like, it's not like a good pizza place in the sense that it's like, oh, you go there for like, oh, just really high quality artisanal shit. Like, is this tasty? It's chinchas. Not chinchas? Okay. That's what it means. What? Domino's pretty good. I don't like Domino's, not gonna lie, it makes me feel sick more of the time. Or it's the chinchas. I go for a good frozen one. Yeah, I mean that'll be cheaper, and they're off. Some of them are quite good. Papa John's has a spot sometimes. I can't lie. Ever since they got rid of John, you got a Papa John's near me. I'll never step foot into again. Do you not fuck with Papa, or is it the pizza? There's a real good spot near us that we don't get very often because they don't deliver. That's tough, man. I'm surprised you can't even like DoorDash or something. AO means it's the. That makes sense. And then what is when you say chinchas is what it means? What does that word mean? Is that just a name? Is that a proper noun? Is that what you mean? Like is chinchas just like a proper noun? Like it doesn't have like it's not like a word with a meaning? It's not like it's the boss or something like that? I don't know what to think. Who am I cheering for in this match? As a big body enjoyer, I'm always cheering on JF. Just a name? Okay, gotcha. Like it's like a proper noun. Like it's like the name could be It's Mark or something like that, right? Let's go, JF. There, I will make your decisions for you. Just his nickname? Gotcha. Is it pronounced Chinchas? Chinchas? Hey, yo? Popping off on him? Why is JF kind of mewing, too? Why does the jawline go kind of nuts? Last time I went, they said, see you next week. I felt so embarrassed. I always used to have pizza, bring home pizza every time I came home from college. Oh, that's why you won't send it. What? Why are you embarrassed to be recognized at the Papa John's, man? God forbid a man be connected to his community. Requirement to play Voss? That's true. Bye. It is interesting to see a Voss player who, I mean, maybe he's just very youthful looking, but he seems to be under 30 years old. I didn't think that existed. Yeah, God forbid a man be connected to his community, man. I don't care about being a regular restaurant. Sometimes we even hook you up. It's nice. It's nice to just have, you know, places in your community where you feel like you have like you know, it's just nice to. It's nice. So literally everyone has said, and I just can't explain why. I'm telling you, man, the hyper individualistic, capitalistic social isolation of hate thy neighbor has brainwashed you a little too hard, I think. Bro, 17, I think his dad is here with him. That's crazy. I mean, Brick, have you seen Jesse's jawline? I have not, but I do know that Jesse works out a shit. Like, Jesse's strong as fuck, right? Jesse's putting up fucking Bumstead numbers on the bench. Ow. Bro's default is mewing? I believe it. I believe it. Jesse's got a Giga Chat energy to him. I think that's fair. It's fair to say. You get free iced tea because we're going to a certain Chinese spot for a long ass time. It's nice. Its community is nice, man. They fucking robbed they fucking robbed us of it. But the community is nice. Man, looks like Giga Chat, yeah. Ow. Ow. Bonk. Oh, it's alive. So true. Someone drove a car through my favorite Chinese place. Isn't this like episode 1 of The Boys? I've never organically gotten to know neighbors before, but I got a puppy now and he's doing the work for me on walks, slowly getting there. Yeah. All of this, like, social media isolationist, like, we're more connected than ever, but lonelier than ever. All the third places are fucking going away. Everyone's too busy to make friends. None of this is on accident. The more isolated you are from your community, the harder it is for you to organize to get any sort of fucking, proper change. To advocate for any, like, real fucking proper change or, like, know thy neighbor or anything like that. It's good to... I am relatively isolated from my neighbors as well, and I certainly would like to change that. Rick, teach me how to speak Brazil. I can't do that. I can't do that, but... Can I join this organization? Hit that shit up local, man. I have not watched a lot of Community. I liked what I watched, though. Is that older fellow in the front? Is that JF's dad? Because that's also kind of a very handsome man, honestly. I see where if that is his dad, I see where he gets it. The salt and pepper fella in the front row there. I've long since been of the opinion, by the way, that no, not them. The guys spreading hate and trying to make us all separated. Oh yeah, you can join that organization. Ow. All you have to do is buy this course that I'm selling you that'll show you how to properly foment hatred. It's $100 a month. Bonk. And it'll teach you both how to foment hatred in your community as well as take advantage of women to trick them into fucking you or something. I don't... What's the meta these days? What are all the grifters doing? So you have this bridge in Brooklyn where I hold classes. Yeah. Ow. Ow. I've always been of the mind that that salt and pepper hair, you know, like when you get like a little bit of, you're getting some white in the beard, you're getting some white in the hair, but it's still like, there's still some black or brown in there too. That is always to me read as like incredibly masculine, you know. That's like peak man right there. It's like late 30s, early 40s kind of thing. They're AI generating audiobooks to sell on Audible? That sounds right. Grifter meta is AI? I guess so. Meta these days for formative males? I think the formative males are certainly a good grift just as far as tricking women into fucking you, but I don't think that's the raging strike. I don't think that's the general grifter meta, no. The grifters talk about ehebophilia and how it's okay, they swear? Yeah. It's like, fuck you, libtard, we're pro-pedo now. The fucking, it's like those ironic t-shirts with like the super like metal, like heavy metal coated like skeletons. But it's like my body is a machine that turns ice cream into diarrhea. It's like the skeleton holding the two fucking Glocks at the camera and he's like, Mom, come quick, I shit the bed. Ow. So fucking funny, dude. Or at least it would be if it wasn't real. Yeah. I diddle kids, but you were mean, and that's worse. You were mean about me diddling the kids. Ow. 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 All right. The JF lock in. I wonder if we got here because of the tolerance paradox. No, I don't. I see what you mean. I don't think that's what it was. I think we got here because of a very orchestrated long-term campaign to make sure we got here. Yeah, I did see that. Look why. Bro's draining the swamp, alright. Ow. Oh, no. Nice. Yeah, button into DP. If you don't have, like, a good three-hitter move. Button into DP. I mean, Blau's EX Fireball, but... The energy that meme skeleton gives is, like, the core of my friend group. Yeah.
já querendo gastar toda essa barra. Vamos ali pro dano mesmo.
Earlier, recently, the Alberta separation campaign was funded by U.S. oil. That makes a lot of sense. That makes a lot of sense. Ow. Ow. Wait. Oh, I thought I was gonna throw him again, honestly. Ooh, minus frames into... Wait, is he dead? Oh my god, he's dead!
JF com uma leitura muito agressiva com essa ultimate skill ombrada que ele ainda não tinha
I didn't think he was dead. Like, I was like, that's gotta be a lot of damage. Raw, you tackle in the corner. I didn't think... Wasn't that like 9,000 damage? He was like over half health when he... Right? This fuck-ass Voss character? I didn't think he was dead. No separation campaign on my stage, just opioids. That's the campaign. It's not an opioid campaign. It's just opioids. Just Monica. Oh, nice. Low damage, thank God. Yeah. Good old low Voss damage that we've all come to rely upon for our physical safety. JF kind of mewing all over him right now. This is like, do you want to get beat up in front of your girlfriend or in front of your dad? Like, which one is worse? Ow, ow, ow. Of the spot dodge RS slowdown, such a cute mechanic that's so hype, yeah. And plus it just also makes it really easy to like make sure you get that punish too. It's got a mechanical benefit as well. 0 BB versus Voss? I mean, he is alive still, yeah. You fireballs to get him to stay still. Ooh, backdash. If he had backdash, they would have gotten the punish. DP anti-air. He stays alive. Okay. Every time Voss hits you, my soul leaves my body, and I talk to Grandpa for a bit. He hits you with the Doctor Strange, just shunting your soul out of your body. You see your ancestors. Yeah, Mito's DPs are very good for just interrupting bullshit like that, right? They're almost like damn near more of like a neutral tool and an interrupt tool like that than they actually are a defensive tool. Or like, you know, like in the corner, get me out of here tool. Okay, no meter on Voss. Scary. Oh, counter hit late. Counter hit too because it caught the spot dodge. What a good conversion from JF. That was like, I think, only because like it counter hit meaty. That didn't... What? He didn't even use Fireball or use follow-up. Why did that not break armor? I guess he just moved past it? It was very odd. Nice. Yeah. Command grab. Sun's getting real low, though, big guy. Voss doesn't have a lot of health to play with right now, either. Okay. Oh! Oh, no conversion? Nice. UDP. Gonna be full cinematic, too. Yep. Guess for game on a throw here, potentially even. Could kill. Oh, that's so much chip! He's used... wasting you Fireball there makes this so hard, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I assume... By the fact that he's not popping off, I assume that older fella in the front there is probably JF's dad, but... He walked past it? Yeah. The fucking... The chair over the head. Oh, hold up! Hold up! Oh, Brazil, they get so hype. It's a great crowd. They're cheering on their homie, their boy. My God. Yeah, it was a really, like, as soon as that U Fireball didn't get him anything, I think that was a very hard rounds to win, right? Oopsie. I did not mean to open up Uma right there. It's my bad. Umya. Sunny, Ichi fight. Bana.
Cadeira do lado do Xinxiri por 0 motivos. A gente não sabe por que ele tava com essa cadeira, se ele queria bater no JF, se ele tava só
animado. What was that? He was like smiling and he got like super serious all of a sudden. That shit was kind of freaky actually. Kind of freaky. Fighting Voss is also just so stressful. It's true. Hype match. This is a great winners fight. You could be forgiven for thinking this was Grands, but it is not Grands. This is winner. It could be Grands preview though. Channeling Tokido, yeah. Okay. Whoa! Got him to fully respect the charge 668. It's crazy. Thinking about too many other things to dodge it in the moment. Is he dead? Oh my god, he is. It's not even that close. Oh, it's not even that close. My bad. This isn't even grands. It's winners finals, yeah. One day I hope to pop off as hard as Hungry Box and pass out on stage. The jack off pass out, but for pop offs. Pop off pass out, the popo. That's tough. He didn't think he was gonna get the counter hit. Counter hit 2M. Need someone to throw a lobster at you? I thought it was a crab. Unless you want it to just be like slightly different, but not an imitation still, you know. A reference, an homage, even. A homage. I don't remember. I know it was a crustacean. Yeah, that's true. What a good word, man. It's such a good word. I believe it was a crab? Yeah. Was he just like... He's not dead again, is he? Is he dead again? No, okay. Recuperar. Oh. Say JF? What the hell? Just the command grab, right? It's just there's so many things you have to fucking watch out for, man. There's so many things you have to fucking watch out for when Voss has you in the corner right there. That's a great set, though. That was a great set. It was a great set. We'll see if Shinchas right there, if he can. He's still in it, right? His girl seems worried. It's okay though. He's got it. He's got to fight his way through losers finals now. Crustacean's so fun. You understand why everything wants to become a crab. That's true. That's true. So we have. Is it still yeah, that is his dad. Okay. It's a handsome man. Losers semis? Have we done losers semis? I don't think we have yet. I think we have losers semis, losers finals, and then grands still left. They call him Jefe? Or is that just me like trying to latch on something that sounds like I can understand? Yup. Dude, the conversions I will like I think JF is making me realize that Voss hits even harder than I thought he did. Like the amount of ways he can convert off some of these hits is crazy. Like that 2H, he did like fireball from mid screen, I think, into tackle, into 2H stance, like light stance into heavy follow up, and it was just so much damage. Ridiculously optimized routes, right? Yeah, just finish it off with the command grab at the end there. Goddamn. Goddamn. What would be the worst thing to have thrown at you that isn't just like a pipe bomb after you win? Like, not like, oh, you can't be like, oh yeah, a nuclear weapon. A fusion bomb. Like, something that's not like going to kill you, right? Not like a weapon. Old pudding cup? Ugh. Yeah, diaper? That'd be bad. Though, I mean, what? Maybe some of you are into that. You fucking freaks. Fucking wet, stinky diaper for your fucking stupid, stinky face. Legos? Nah. They get thrown at you, you're not gonna step on them. You'll be fine. Gross liquid? Yeah. Some like 3-week-old yogurt or something. The Shamrock Shake. Hey yo. A plucky of Ogre cap that reads Ogre Gaps? That'd be the best thing. What do you mean?
Losers semifinals. Diretamente de Santiago, no Chile.
If I get hit with a Lego Death Star, that's gonna hurt. Yeah, but I think I would rather have like a Lego Death Star thrown at me than like a bucket of vomit or something like that. You know what I mean?
O que você vai fazer hoje, professor? Você vai fazer o quê? Você vai montar essa zaga, professor? Você não vai deixar esse chileno passar, professor?
I like the job he's doing to hype him up, right? He's like, he's just sitting there, he's like, all right, bro, when do I get to play the fucking game? So I appreciate this whole WWE thing you're doing, but I'm just trying to play Siegfried.
Eu sei que o Barbosa ele fez uma brincadeira com o sensei ali, mas tem
Bucket of vomit could kill you. That's valid.
sensei
He looks so uncomfortable.
time entre aspas, né?
Sitting there just like,
Da escolinha.
okay, man, I want to play the fucking game, okay?
Era
Can we just,
ele, era o Musk.
can we not do this right now?
Então a gente precisa lembrar dessa lore também. E eu tô bem animado pra ver esse set, porque esses dois, se a gente for pensar ali no Gran
If you catch it, you have a whole Lego Death Star too. That's true. That's true.
extremamente representantes.
Yeah, I would hate if someone threw $1 million at me. Oh God, please don't do that. Oh, that would ruin my day so much. Like if someone really wanted to get back at me, that would be such a good way to do it. But like, just like, please don't.
Jovem, né? Lá em cima, que estão representando muito.
Please don't. I can't. Just.
Talvez sejam assim pilares dele.
He did. He hit the fucking dash, shift dash.
Coisa que você acabou passando, mas eu quero falar são
I did need such a fun stream though for you. I'm glad you're having fun.
em termos de fundamento.
Let me with the winning Powerball ticket, I would die. I'm literally allergic to winning Powerball numbers. Oh God, no, no, please, no, I can't take it. I can't do anything but that. My 1 week. Oh, don't throw Galleon's breasts at me. Oh no, oh no, please don't, please, Galleon, no, don't side grab me. Your thighs are my. I couldn't do it. It would hurt so much.
Assusta até porque você vê que às vezes ele não é necessariamente
It would hurt so much if you did that,
todas as techs
and I wouldn't like it.
do personagem, mas
Probably.
o conhecimento geral do jogo dele é tão vasto que ele não precisa disso.
Exatamente.
I wouldn't like it probably.
Assim, eu imagino
Please don't do
que
that.
vai estar vendo o Gran mesmo nessa partida, até porque ele vai estar enfrentando um outro personagem que é
Gran again, huh?
O Gran tem vários desses.
We are going to hell.
Com algum tipo de reca. Então eu sinto que o Gran vai funcionar muito bem.
It's okay. There's gotta be different layers to that shit at this point, right?
Foi realmente aquele counterplay apenas para o Vayne. Mas quem sabe, né? Quem sabe se as coisas não estiverem indo tão bem quando ele gostaria, a gente pode ver um outro personagem de novo. Mas esse Gran mostra exatamente o que o Play havia falado. São os fundamentos do jogo e eu acredito que esses dois jogadores...
Both these fellas are so chill.
O fino do neutro que a gente tem aqui na América Latina.
It's such like an interesting,
Eles with punishes, eles vão ter um
what's the word I'm looking for?
calculado. Só tem uma
Contrast?
que o Grey Fox
Such an interesting contrast to the last match. These guys are both like this. They're just here to play the video game, man.
de um dash DP na sua
There's no theater. And I fuck with that. I fuck with that in many ways. If we go to hell, can we beat up the mustache man? It's probably gonna be very easy to do. Yeah, I'm down.
Resposta muito imediata de dar um DP quando ele tá sentindo ok. Eu posso dar um DP. Então, aqui a gente tem
Group road trip to hell.
só que assim, com certeza
We're gonna stop, but we're gonna do all the greatest
ele vai
hits.
olhar pra tua cara, ele vai rir e falar, vou dar DP. Logo na
Get like a gaggle of us together, roam around, beat up the mustache man, find Ronald Reagan,
o Grey tem
El Diablo himself. He might be running the joints. Is the problem.
parte. Vamos acompanhando então agora esse começo de set. Loser
He might have taken over.
Finals com o último chileno representando nessa bracket que só tem brasileiro por enquanto.
Does Eustace not like fighting Siegfried either, or is Grey Fox just a Gran who has a pocket Eustace?
É Gran contra Siegfried.
Out.
Nossa senhora, isso aqui vai doer.
At first I thought it was a pocket Gran. Now I think it might be a pocket Eustace.
Vai colocar o Grey Fox ali nesse canto, só que ele já levanta. Vamos subir no DP, tem que ficar respeitando por muito tempo não.
Ó, e aqui eu sinto que o Ami ele vai respeitar um pouco mais esse DP, porque uma coisa que
Au,
o Fox
au.
faz com bastante frequência é safe jump. Então é uma das coisas que provavelmente o Ami já tá com isso em mente e, nossa senhora, a resposta
Okay, so this is losers semifinals. Gotcha.
do Grey agora vai ser
So wait, what was this top? So our top four is Siegfried, Gran, Belial, and Vasaraga, huh?
Como o Play havia falado também.
Okay.
Os jogadores ali que vão fazer um básico isso aí. É uma partida bem clássica até pra
And the
galera
top
que
eight
talvez não
was
conheça tanto de Gran
Shiro was here on Cagliostro.
muito dos fundamentos
There was I actually have no fucking object permanence. Can you believe this?
uma interação com
Full Moon on Vayne.
partida, Brave Point ali pra sair daquilo e de novo. Vamos subir, tacando esse short.
Darkfall on Willness.
Direitinho pra possibilidade ali de follow-up do M Sensei.
So there's no repeats, right? Who was the last? Who was number 8?
muito legal.
Beatrix. Yeah. There's not yet. Not another platinum event with no repeats.
Espera a animação cancelar.
I think.
Ok, eu posso dar o DP aqui. E isso é uma opção muito
That's awesome, man.
Nossa, e agora
You'll have to see it.
errou o timing daquele spot dodge, né? Era
A top 8 with 8 different characters.
pegando no recovery, o M não confirmou, né? Daquele close H por não ter sido counter hit, mas
No women in sight for top 4? Yeah, based.
Sensei vai ter
Based.
considerável, não mata porque
As it fucking should be. Am I right, fellas? Because women be shopping and misogyny is a bonding practice amongst men.
Ele foi pro safe jump. Agora estão tentando jogar um pouco mais respeitando.
Calling it the most balanced game of all time? For real.
Contra a abertura. Conseguiu achar 2-2.
Dang, I missed Full Moon and Darkfall if it's the same one.
Agora vai.
He was rocking the Willness. Seemed based.
Mas o Ami tá respeitando.
No women as God intended. Exactly. If God wanted me to be nice to women, why did he make them so pretty and scary and mean to me sometimes? Huh? Huh? Checkmate, atheists. Libtard. I'll keep saying we need system mechanic changes more than character changes. Absolutely. Yeah. I think there's a couple of character changes that we could really do with. But, yeah. Like, I complain about this game being, you know, the most unbalanced it's been since the Versuja patch. But, like, you have to really, like, take the context of that sentence there, right? It's still, in the grand scheme of things, the balance of this game is really, really good right now, right? It's just that it was even better, like, a year ago. Like, we have, like, you know, there's like a solid 16, 17 characters that you could, like, argue as, like, straight up, like, tournament viable, potential tournament winners even, right? Like, you would not be surprised to see them in top 8s at all. That's really good. Like, half the cast is like that. And then, like, most of the cast outside of that is not, like, miles apart from those characters, right? Shula, Wayne, and Matera, but nerf 6XL, BC, and UDPs too. UDPs catching a stray? I can see the vision. UDPs feel strong. I don't know if they're strong in a way that I don't want them to be, but they feel strong. Ow, ow. What are you thinking in terms of a nerf to UDPs? Because I'm like, they don't refund meter, they cost 50. Do you want them to cost like 100? I don't think you should give hard knockdown. I see what you mean. I feel like I'm okay with that. I feel like I'm okay with that. I feel like I'm okay with them giving hard knockdowns. So, they're not useless, right? Because before they made regular DPs counter hit recovery, then that change would have made them useless, right? But now it is still true that they're not counter hits, which is a big deal. I still think, personally, I'm okay with it. Let them beat safe jabs, but not hard knockdown is my stance. Yeah. I see where you're coming from, and I don't think it's wrong to say that they would make them useless there. What's the problem with UDPs? I don't think it's a problem. They are strong, though, right? UDPs are good. There's no doubt that, like, I mean, this right here, if Grant had UDP'd, he wouldn't have been eating this, right? He would have lived if he UDP'd. UDPs are good. I just don't know that they're so good that I want them nerfed, necessarily. I'd say they should only be for characters with meterless DPs. If you have a meterless DP, your UDP doesn't hard knockdown. That's an interesting idea. That's an interesting idea. Have you thought any more about what a reasonable 6XL nerf would be? Not like, I haven't like sat down and really focused on it, but the main thing I am focused on, I think I want it to be weaker in pressure for sure, right? I feel like 6XL and neutral, while good, is like, to me, it feels like a little overblown in like how, it's not like neutral in this game is just the first guy to 6XL wins. I think it's a little too strong in pressure. Yo, Merp, thank you for the raids. Hello. Have a good rest of your stream? Yeah, man. We're watching some Battle Coliseum. Those are semis right now. I've been saying this. Yeah, I feel like a pressure nerf for 6XL is what seems reasonable to me. More pushback on block is interesting. Absolutely fucks Ladivo, which makes me sad, but yeah, I mean, a pretty minor nerf that we could do other things on top of that Gabba mentioned to me at one point that I really liked is just making 6XL's 2L attack level. So that even like sticking out a far L or something like this will crush them. That might not be all of the nerf that it needs, but it feels like that is surprisingly elegant, right? It means that like sticking out, like they'll lose to any random button stuck out in neutral, they'll lose to like quicker buttons that might be stuck out on defense too, right? Mr. Streamer, I haven't played this game for a couple months. How's Vera doing balance-wise? Is she healthy or not? Vera, yeah, she got a lot of buffs that she needed, and she's pretty good now. I would say Vera is relatively healthy. Yeah, she's not like amazingly broken, ridiculous. It's a good thing. Vera's strong though. 2L clash level sounds cool, yeah. Now you might have to do one other thing or something, but I think it's a good idea. My stance is nerf 6XL and BC. Then the patch after fixes outlier characters? Yeah. BC, I think everyone at this point can universally agree that hard knockdown shouldn't be a thing, right? Like BC just shouldn't hard knockdown. Outside of that, I'm not. I feel like BC is pretty okay if it doesn't do that anymore.
Mudou completamente a gameplay.
It will still be good.
Gaming ali do lado então do jogador de Gran consegue colocar o seu primeiro ponto e aí
But like, I think I'm okay with it being good.
ainda está viva da Letile.
Eu tô gostando bastante de como
Ow.
eles estão tentando jogar numa forma mais assim, respeitando e tentando pegar o máximo de espaço possível.
But I want to be careful with like too big of nerfs to 6XL because a lot of the game is like a lot of the kits of the game even and the other mechanics and things like this are kind of like built and balanced around it, right? So like when people talk about like, oh yeah, make 6XL even on block or minus on block or something, I'm like, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. Nerfing BC, just putting a cooldown on it and removing hard knockdown? I don't think you need a cooldown. If someone wants to BC 3 times in a row, you know, give them that option. And if you get baited 3 times in a row, they're out of all their brave points. But I think removing hard knockdown sounds right for sure. I took a nap. What happened? Top 4. Watching loser semis right now. Amy and Grey Fox. And then it's Shinchas. Waiting for the winner of this and losers finals and JF and Grants. Make spot dodging BC the same as RS. Give me the hard call out? I don't think so. No, I don't think so. I think BC should be pretty safe. Making 6L minus on block will make it unusable? Yeah. Making a 2L attack level is interesting. I do really like the idea of making it air blockable. Also makes it a little bit worse at like jumping out of pressure or something like that, but there's even like a weird thing you could do where you could make it so 6XL can't hit airborne opponents at all unless they're in hit stun. You know? I saw an idea where 6XL was minus on block but still cancelable into mediums. So do you let people cancel into like their far M and 2M as well? Makes it more of a combo tool and a little less of a pressure tool. I think this game gets really hard to do anything in if you make 6XL not a pressure tool, you gotta like fucking remove BC or some shit like that. I don't know. Can he do that? The coaching? I have no idea. I don't know what the rules for this event are, but remember when 6XL had more momentum on block when they changed it? Look goofy as hell for a second and they all forgot it. For a second, this is what it looks like now. You're just used to it. The like weird pushback on block is what it does now. Forever. Trying to think of someone like B with function with minus on block 6XL because godly 6XL so much better. I don't think minus on block is a good idea at all. Right? I do like the basically my big thing, like the problems that I want to solve is I feel like 6XL should not jumping should beat 6XL. At the very least. And it should lose to almost every button you stick out. So like making it 2L clash level, amazing. But then how do you I don't want 6XL to be an anti-air when you're in like when a guy has his back to the wall and he like tries to jump out and you 6XL him and get a full combo, that feels wrong. It feels like it shouldn't do that. Right? Air blockable is one thing. I almost want it to not even be able to force you to block. You know what I mean? Like I almost want 6XL to have like its vertical hitbox lowered a lot or something. You know what I mean? Like, have it so, but the problem is that might fuck up some combos. So it's like I've been trying to figure out if there's a way, because like basically, is there a way to make 6XL only work on airborne opponents if they're in hit stun without making it just incredibly spaghetti and awful? I don't know. But air blockable at the very least, for sure, yes. Air blockable and 2L clash level. And like maybe okay, how about this? If 6XL is air blocked, it's even? Or minus or something? I don't know. Dead? No, not quite. I think 2L attack level, more push block, and air blockable is the call. More pushback might lead to like weird fucking spacing traps though. How would that work though? Yeah, I don't know. Also, minus frames into DP, we love to see it. I'm not sure. I don't know how I want to implement the change. I just know what I want it to be. You know what I mean? Like I know what I want the outcome to be. I don't know how I want to get there. I want it to not be good against airborne opponents basically at all. Without fucking up its utility as a combo extender sometimes. And I want it to lose to buttons more often. GG's, but I don't know how I feel about the coaching mid-set. It is a little I don't know what the rules about that are, but I'm also not a fan of more pushback on block. Yeah, because I think I mean it's not. It could work. It could work.
salva de palmas. Congratulações a Grey pelo terceiro lugar, uma salva de palmas.
But yeah, at the very least, as a baseline, 2L attack level and air blockable, I think is totally fine. Where it's at right now is okay. I mean, in terms of the pushback, yeah. I think 6XL, again, it strikes me as a little too good as a pressure tool right now. I want it to be a good pressure tool, but it's a little too good as a pressure tool. I would scale your combo even harder too. Maybe. I kind of like how 6L is right now. I'm kind of on board with 2L attack level though. Yeah, at the very least, 2L attack level and air blockable. Right? Those I can say those with my chest and be very confident. My only problem is I'm not sure if it's maybe still a little too good after that. But I love the pushback idea since I love spacing traps. It makes it less good as a pressure tool and forces button neutral more. Well, spacing traps are a pressure option, right? Like I don't like if someone has you like what I'm trying to get at is when you're in the corner and someone is just like 6XLing to reset pressure over and over, that situation feels a little too oppressive to me. Right? 6L star nukes your damage to the dirt? Yeah, maybe. The problem is, I feel like... I mean, it could. I think 6XL is crucial for making Rising a more offensive game than Vanilla was. No, I agree. Again, I'm not saying remove 6XL. I'm saying I think it... I'm saying it could be a little bit weaker on pressure, basically. 6XL launches on hit? Oh, hell no. No. Again, maybe it's valid to just say 2L attack level, air blockable. That might honestly be enough, right? To me, it feels like Brave counter is like more of an outlier than 6XL is. Now, granted, if Brave, yeah. Do not make 6L launch, I'll feel like shit. That'd just be so unfun, right? Again, the one that I could say, what's up? Like an hour, 40 minutes, something like that. It's 6:20. Yeah, I think we're gonna go at 7:30, so it should still be good on time. Oh yeah, okay. But yeah, I think with my chest at the very least, I can say make it 2L clash level and air block. I'm very confident that those are both like at this point. I've thought about those enough. I think those both seem like in concert. Both of those changes together seem like good changes for 6XL. The only question becomes, like, that's not an over nerf for sure, and those are both good nerfs. The question is that enough? But let's not nerf it into just feeling super bad to use. Absolutely, yeah. That's why I'm like anything that makes it like, if you want to make it minus or you want to make it like horrible to use for combos, I disagree entirely. I disagree entirely. Air blockable probably does get most of the way to where I want it to be, I guess. The 2L clash level thing I like. It's just air blockable feels like maybe it's still a little too good against jumping, but I think those two are probably good. We got a patch that makes 6XL 2L clash. The 2L clash level is a big deal, by the way. Like being able to stick out a far L, right, and have it just straight up kill a 6XL, especially for the characters with high active frames on their far Ls. It's very nice. It'll be a counter hit as well, right? That's a massive deal, yeah. So it's not like these are minor nerfs. I think about it more like the clash level 0. Yeah, Gabba said that shit to me, and I was like, you know what? That is a really good idea. That's a damn good point. Huge Matera buff? Yeah. Fuck. I mean, Brave count. No hard knockdown on Brave counter is a huge Matera nerf for what it's worth. Oh god. I just make Brave counter the same, exactly the same, whether it's counter hit or not. I don't care. I don't even want like more frame advantage. Make it plus 28 or whatever both times. Matera's Farrell would never crush a 6XL. True. It will go beneath them anyway, I guess. The hitboxes wouldn't clash. But yeah, I think if we get a patch and it's like 6XL is now air blockable and clash level 0 and Brave counter is the same on counter hits and non-counter hits, I can kind of die happy, really. There's very little else that I would like. As far as like system changes anyway. Ow. The Siegfried Classic, the 2U into fuck you.
falar, mas
Is losers final? Yeah, we should be good. I do have to go at like 7:15ish or something, but I don't think losers finals plus grands should take about an hour. It's probably about right. An hour sounds about right. I do kind of wish there was a way to prevent your opponents from BCing. I don't think I do. It's because, like, I mean, the only way to prevent your opponent from BCing is to like run pressure that makes them worried you'll bait it or something like that. I think I'm okay. Again, I'm okay with 6XL being very strong, and I'm okay with BC being very strong. I think that's fine. I think a lot of the game is designed around that, and they're both designed around each other, by the way, right? 6XL is incredibly good, but Brave counter is a guaranteed counter to 6XL, and you know, etc., etc. So I think I'm okay with both of them being very strong. I just, you know, some of the more ridiculous outliers, like 6XL being an anti-air, feels wrong, right? 6XL, like, clashing with things feels wrong. Brave counter turning your offense into their offense for you having the indignity of performing a special move feels wrong. But, like, just the idea that it's like, oh, it's a really it's a safe on block guard cancel, right? That, like, is like very impossible to bait, and you take on very little risk, and it can get you out of, like, it can buy you space kind of for free, and you can do it 3 to 4 times around. That's very strong. I'm okay with all of that, though. That's fine by me. I'm very okay with all of that. I want to fireball my pressure without BC killing me so badly. I, for one, accept no hard knockdown when I play Uno. It's a bit, yeah, I mean, it would be a Sora's buff, too, by the way. Huge Sora's buff. No hard knockdown on Brave counter. Sora's is cooking. Tonight. They buff BC. Last I played was when it was -3. It has never been -3. No, it was -2. It was +6 and they made it -2. It has not changed since the Sandalphon patch, though. Exhibition. Out. Out. Still way too strong? I'm okay with it being safe on block. I have no problem at all with BC being safe on block. Out. 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 Really, I really do think just, like, remove the different effect on counter hit, and I'm probably chill with him. Out. I am too, but remove the hard knockdown? Yeah, I agree. I think that's... I don't think there's that much Brave counter discourse at this point. I think everyone universally is shouting from the rooftops, Psy Games, please remove the hard knockdown on BC, and they just haven't done it. We were speculating about, are they going to do it since last EVO. In the Versuja patch, people were like, testing things at EVO, and they're like, wait, Brave counter maybe sends farther away? Brave counter maybe doesn't hard knockdown anymore? I should not get a safe jump cross up off my guard cancel? Yep. Yup. Getting opponent to waste a BC is reward enough for literally doing nothing? Yeah. The only other nerf that I could see that would be interesting would be increasing Brave penalty. Right? Like maybe you take 25% more damage with 1 BP left or something like that. People still complain about 6XL. It's still a little too good, yeah. If you wanted to make Brave counter a little worse, you would make, like, Brave penalty. Because right now, Brave penalty is kind of not really enough to justify not using Brave counter for how good it is. If you wanted to make it so you took, like, 25% more damage at 1 BP instead of 20, that'd be an interesting idea, but I don't think we need to do that. I don't think we need to do that, but it's like, you could. You could. It'd also be interesting as far as, like, making supers a lot better, too. Either not do that, the game is swingy enough already. I don't know. Is coaching the guy that beats you in losers finals Sigma behavior, bros? It might be. Out. 10% at 2, 25% at 1, 50% at 0? No, definitely don't add anything at 2, I think. Because that's just like, at that point, you can even... Your opponent supers you, you haven't even BC'd, and you're taking extra damage? That's a little too mean. I don't think I agree with 10% at 2 at all. I could maybe see 25% at 1, but... Even that, I think, is a little bit much. I want to be mean? Because, like, I didn't even BC, man. I just got hit by Belial Super, and now I'm fucking Windlefon? Like, or I'm fucking Waterfon? What did I do? Shinchas. Okay, that's how they say it. What if they make the Brave counter more broken, so that it turns around and becomes balanced? That's true. They could make Brave Counter unblockable and a combo starter.
O Xixi ele só tá aceitando. Ele parece que não tá sabendo muito
And then you have release near.
lá pra tentar voltar.
Everyone gets to be released near. If everyone is released near, no one will be.
Nossa,
It already feels messed up losing 2 if you get SSBA'd. Yeah.
Ele tem todo esse starter, close H vai pro Super M.
Ow. I think he's dead. I mean, he's definitely dead. Actually, what am I talking about? Yeah. 3-0'd by the guy who was coaching. Ah, yes. Up Ladiva SSBA damage. Oh, that is true. That is a damage buff to every SSBA. That's actually that I didn't think about that. That's a way that would make the game more swingy. It just buffs the damage on every SSBA.
Salva de palmas para o Xixi nessa colocação. A melhor run dele no campeonato, sem dúvida.
You're winning the entire SSBA. The SSBA didn't get one touched? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Essa qualidade de gameplay com o Belial surpreendeu quase
Entire game, yeah.
representou muito bem a Phantom com essa terceira colocação.
Shout out, bro. 3rd place. Everyone is released near except near.
Esse abraço. Que colocação.
Exactly. She doesn't even get to Raging Strike. They almost back-to-back perfected each other. That's toxic, Yaoi. So true. I don't think SSBA should take 2 gems away. That's a me thing. Not sure if it's actually good. It's a comeback mechanic, right? So it really is. It becomes the age-old fighting game discussion again of like, how do you feel about comeback mechanics, right? Should there be, should there be these kinds of things in the video game where it's like you lost, but now they try to make it so you can have a better chance of coming back into the game if you find that one hit? Like, is that a good thing? I mean, because meter in itself is getting meter for getting hit is kind of a comeback mechanic too, right? It's like some amount of comeback mechanic is sort of inevitable. Not inevitable, but like you'd have to really make like a fighting game that would be pretty unrecognizable as a modern fighting game to not have any comeback mechanics at all. But like, is SSBA too much? Maybe. I think at a certain point it becomes hype, right? There's always a balance you have to hate them, but also I'm a big fan of accepting the things in the games I love. That's fair. I think there's a certain balance of like comebacks are kind of cool. Right, and yes, if you put too many comeback mechanics in, they lose the cool factor because it just becomes easy and everyone can do it. But I don't think we're there, right? To make comebacks a little bit more common, I think is pretty fun. I think the higher damage on SSBA is enough. Yeah. It's an interesting idea. Call me crazy, but I loved Danger Time. They should add it to Grand Blue. Dude, clashes happen so often in Grand. I've never clashed more in my life in a fighting game. It feels like clashes are incredibly common. Like if Danger Time was a thing, you would trigger that shit all the time. Clashes are so common in Grand Blue. Don't give us Danger Time. Ultra counter. I'm not a fan of the clash mechanic in Grand Blue. I think I like it. Overall. 1, it's hype. 2, I like that everything is kind of determined through clash level and hitboxes, and there's not just like, oh, this move in particular is just invincible to this other kind of move. Clashes don't feel even. Some characters just have better options in a clash. Yeah, I think that's kind of at almost no point of the game will feel even between 2 characters. Someone will always have better options in every situation. Hello, Hefe. Having a meterless DP is a huge advantage in a clash. If you clash and you have a 6-frame light, right, and you're clashing with like a close L, you're kind of rough. It's been a thing with every fighting game with clashes. I mean, I don't think it's I don't think it's like a problem. The idea that like in different situations, different characters are going to have better or worse options. Having a far L is a huge advantage in a clash. Yeah, right. And having a 5L is an advantage in the way that you can usually convert into auto combo from like further ranges than other characters, right? It's like it's like I don't know. Yeah, you're different. Like tools are going to have benefits and downsides, and sometimes tools are given to characters just as a downside to balance out something else. I think it tracks. There's like a reason they gave Lancelot the worst light in the game, for example. That's a huge disadvantage almost everywhere. It's because he has a lot of other really insane shit. Alright, Grand Finals? Siegfried versus Vasaraga, huh? The battle of the 2 slowest forward walks in the game. I'd rather my opponent have access to a comeback mechanic than have to deal with it. Injustice 2, win more mechanics. Win more mechanics are, again, also sort of inevitable, right? Also, Mike. Thank you very much for the Prime, man. The 5 months.
Então, assim, Brasil
You pick your league for CM. Don't forget to do that shit, man. But yeah, I mean, win more mechanics are inherent in fighting games to begin with as well, right? The corner carry is a win more. Like the fact that the first hit you get is going to and building meter on hit is a win more mechanic. You want to reward people for being right, yeah. It's a very interesting balance you want to strike. That's today. Thanks for the reminder. Yeah. Thanks for the $5, brother. That's a quid pro quo right there. Versucha 5U is a win more mechanic. The existence of the corner is a win more mechanic, right? Like, I think you know, it's about the implementation for sure, right? Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about with Injustice Salty. I'm not saying like that was a good win more mechanic or something. I'm just saying that in general, you got to be like, you know, saying like, oh, all comeback mechanics are bad, or like all win more mechanics are bad, or something like that, or even most win more mechanics or most comeback mechanics are bad. I think it really does just have to be taken on a case by case basis, right? The Call of Heart is a lose more mechanic. That's so true, actually. The Call's entire kit is a lose more mechanic. Poor girl. Yeah, I'm sure Injustice. I mean, as far as I can tell, NetherRealm like they just make fucking Kusoges, which is like cool. I'm happy for people who enjoy those games, but like, I'm sure every time I hear anything about a Mortal Kombat game or an Injustice game, I go, oh wow, that's in the video game, huh? That's just like people just played that video game. That's cool, I guess. As much as I hate the game, League of Legends bounty system is a good comeback mechanic. Not perfect, but on paper good. Wasn't there some weird bounty, like, wasn't there some weird, like, exploit with it? Or am I thinking of, like, season fucking 2 or something? Wasn't there, like, something where, like, the bounty system was, like, really fucked and, like, it was horrible? There was, like, some meta that was built around multiple? Yeah. The idea of it, though, yeah. The idea of it could be interesting. Oh, that's the whole inting Scion thing, right? It's like that's the whole Baus strategy. The OG bounty system was perfect, IMO. That's like that's kind of based around exploiting the bounties as well, right? Ow. This is Ami Sensei and loser, so he has to win 6 games in a row? I don't know. I mean, the problem, Siegfried does not, outside of his fireball, which certainly helps, it's nice, but he does not have a super good way to deal with these Voss shenanigans with the armor, right? Even his DP, I think, is a little slow. This is 3 kills, 300 gold, 6 kills, 600, and that was capped, yeah. I think Sion's a different beast. Well, it's a different, but part of it is the fact that you die so many times in lane, but because you're, like, doing the proxy, you're taking, like, you're still getting gold, you're still scaling, right? So you still end up, like, you still end up with, like, a lot of levels, a lot of gold, things like that. And then you should be behind in theory, but you actually still have all this power. And then you can kill your lane partner, and because they've killed you, like, 10 times, they have, like, a 900 gold bounty. And you just snowball even further, right? Like, part of it is still, to my understanding, it's not entirely based on exploiting the bounty system, but, like, a part of what makes it work is the fact that the bounty assumes that you're being, inting Scion, farm bounties, but they sort of fix that? Yeah. I don't know about anything about modern day League, but my point being more so that just like it was part of the strategy at least, part of what made it work as well as it did. Say Gabagool? Did I hear Gabagool? Is JF gonna send us home early? Wonder how long the list for character development with items like. I wonder how long the list is for character development with items like how does this character deal with Voss armor? How does this character deal with Beatrix 22X? Dude, making a fighting game is a fucking nightmare, brother. Making a fighting game is a fucking nightmare. Like, just, it's why, like, every time, these system mechanics especially, it's like, and you, like, you have 40 different characters, and they all have to, like, interact, and you have to make sure that, you know, things don't, like, there's not, like, literally unwinnable matchups at the very least, which is easier said than done. It's so difficult. Like, shout out to anyone who made a fucking good fighting. It really explains why there are so many shit ones, man. Making a character, you have to ask how do they deal with roll? Yeah. Ow.
cuidado com as opções ali de ultimate skill que podem vir a qualquer momento.
Okay.
Tenta buscar, e eu falei delas, mas a reação...
Not watching Ass Cheeks finish. Fake fan. Astral finish?
Tem SSBA. Mesmo vazerado,
Don't you know I'm South American, brother?
vida pra continuar vivo. Will it kill Sajas?
Isso se ele não matar.
Vai lembrar agora
I'm literally South American.
dos amigos que ele fez no caminho pra trazer o maior número de dano pra esse super.
If you think about it.
Garantir esse round em Mi-Sensei.
All things considered, League is a game having about 180 champs, having a 46% win rate, being considered a weak champ is pretty amazing. Yeah, yeah.
Excelente comeback.
League is also an incredibly complex system, right?
A partir do top 3, né? Reação tá on point, né?
It's very good that like whatever semblance of balance they tend to manage to achieve is very impressive.
Oh, meu Deus do céu. Mi-Sensei
Out.
fazendo traumas.
Even though League is dog shit, it's fun to play the game because the game is broken, not code-wise. Player feed is what makes it good. I don't think League's a bad game at all, by the way. I think League is a good game. I think everyone has like psyoped themselves. Like League of Legends is an incredibly like deep, strategic, like cool game. But the thing is, it just unfortunately developed a culture of people who hate their existence playing it, and now here we are, right? Negativity breeds views, and all of the biggest content creators for League just, even if they actually like the game, they have to pretend to hate it because that's what gets the clicks, right? And then, you know, obviously they create the culture, and then it trickles down to the rest of society. But at the end of the day, League is a good ass game, man. League is like one of like. There's a reason, even with all of that shit, there's a reason it's as popular as it is. It's one of like the triumphs of video game development. I know Riot Games is entirely consisting of like basically terrorists, but if I have to hand it to Al Qaeda for a second, what a fucking job they did on League.
JF só na paciência faz o spot dodge direitinho, mas não consegue sair do canto. Encaixa agora esse fareme.
Community is what ruins League? Yeah. League is super fun with friends, eh? Injustice 2, your health carries over, so if you win round 2 with low health, you'll have 20%, while your opponent will have full health? What? I'm so jaded on that game? That's fine. Doesn't mean the game's bad, though. The game is good. Without them, it's hell, though? Yeah. Or, honestly, League is just really good. You boot up League, you fucking mute everyone, you ping mute them the first time they do anything even remotely sus. You just fucking hit the Jopo and lane, and you're oh, he's with the JF. Okay. Very mid though compared to Dota design mechanic wise. If you're a Dota head, I understand that for sure. I know much less about Dota than I do about League. But like, I really don't think that either of them are like shallow games. Certainly, right? Maybe Dota is even deeper, but like, yeah. Out. Speaking of Al Qaeda, you seen Trump getting the terrorists into the White House? I have not, but like, I don't know, man. What even counts as a terrorist anymore when his best friend is a genocidal, like literally a fucking international genocidal criminal court war criminal, and he is too. And rape, like, do we care about morality anymore? Are we even pretending that like we care about anything? I'm so surprised he couldn't have done more there. What, really? Dota takes a stance of if everything is broken, nothing is. That's cool. That's fun. Out. This is looking kind of JF favored right now. Sieg doesn't have SSBA yet, which ironically is kind of a problem, but he did bring in an ex-Al Qaeda person. I mean, it makes sense. The US trained them, right? Might as well. It's not really any different than having like Netanyahu. Actually, it's probably significantly better than having Netanyahu in the White House. But we do that all the time. My God! It's two teams hitting each other with the most fucked up four-way mix-ups ever seen. Yeah. That's I can fuck with a game where it's just like, you know what, fuck, everything's broken. Yeah, again, supering Vasaraga when he's in the stands is just not a great idea, right? What was that? You got hit. What do you mean? So he goes through? Yeah, his super got armored. Again, supering Vasaraga in stance is like never a good idea. He did SSBA, Vasaraga did the U stance follow-up, infinite armor. Sieg still pierces, right? It's still like, it still does the hit. But yeah, it pierces through, he gets punished and dies. Atenção! Sieg dodged the counterattack? He did what now? Yeah, well, because he went through, right? Is Sieg safe? I don't know what the frame data after it is, but he's not gonna get hit by it because AWT like goes to the other side of him, right? I don't know. It looked like he was minus after though. he got smacked out for it. I don't know if it was like punishable or just minus and he panicked or what, but the U follow-up does have, like, the actual attack has quite a bit of startup to it, right? Especially when being armored, it slows down. I think all supers that crossbar safe in that situation, yeah. The actual attack itself is not very fast, and it gets, like, slowed down by the fact that it's armoring something. Still, I mean, it's still not a great idea to spend 100 meter to basically put yourself in the corner, B-, and do a little bit of damage to the boss, and also it'll kill him, right? That is something, though. I have mentioned that, right? I've said it's never a good idea. Vasaraga does still take 50% of the damage when he armors, like, of that first hit. So, like, if he's low enough, you can't just kill him. Like, Voss can certainly die through Soulforge, so. Seems like a rough matchup, honestly. The big thing is I think Sieg might have a bit of a struggle dealing with Soulforge unless it's, like, from full range where he can just use his Fireball. Are you dead? Because his DP is also pretty slow, right? Like, a lot of characters, like Belial, we saw doing, like, 2L into HDP, but I think the second hit on Sieg DP... Wow, good conversion. I did not... Wow, holy shit. The rare Voss SSBA, yeah. Good conversion. Ow. Grand Blue Zone merchants, again, do also tend to struggle pressuring Voss, right? If Sieg just tries to do his, like, 2M Orkin bullshit from, like, he has to go either really far away, or he's gonna risk suffering the consequences of U-Tackle or 2-2U or something. Championship point, yeah. Ow. Ow. Hello, Professor. Hello, Birdie. What are you being so respectful for all of a sudden? That's gonna do it, I think. GG's? Oh, yeah. Yep. Oh, the command grab is such a stylish way to end it, too. Yeet. Yeet. Alright, Jeff. I streamed Grand Blue for the first time with my mic. It was totally fun. It's a good time. Yeah, it's a good time. I hope you had a good stream, man. I hope you had a good time. Boss moment, goddamn. Dude, JF's conversions are... They're ridiculous, man. They're insane. Like, he makes Vasaraga look like an even higher damage character than he is. You know what I mean? Like, JF actually makes me feel like I'm downplaying Voss's damage, which I never thought was possible. But he just does so much more damage in so many of these scenarios than I thought the character could do. How many times today did I go, wait, he's dead here? I think it was like 8 or 9 times in like half as many sets. He only played 3 sets and they're like 8 times where I was like, wait, huh? Jeff's an optimization god? It's crazy. It's crazy, man. And he's 17? These kids are scary, bro. I ran into Elson here twice, both times. She stole my GM, other than that, it was totally cute. I'm glad you had a good time. God damn. Alright. Well, I mean, hey, shout out. So that's JF, by the way, in Arc World Tour Finals. JF is 17, apparently. Apparently that's his dad back there, the guy in the green, I don't know if those are Asics or whatever the hell. That's Adidas. Yeah. But yeah, JF in Arc World Tour Finals now. That's super cool. JF in Arc World Tour is going to be hype, yeah. Wasn't bro terrorizing wall brawls a year ago? Yeah. I was saying the first match of this, of the top 8, was JF versus Shiro was the winner's semis. And I was like, it reminds me of home, man. It reminds me of home. The Vasaraga, our Vasaraga menace is all grown up, and now he's in Arc World Tour Finals. Absolutely insane. Ow, 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 ow. I can't believe this killed, man. SSBA is that, yeah. Shit does so much damage. The wall brawl trading arc came to fruition. He never stopped being a menace, and he was a menace before, and he'll be a menace after, for sure. I'm just saying. Arc World Tour Finals. 1 Vasaraga in Arc World Tour Finals confirmed. How many of them will there be? So this... So what do the points look like right now, by the way? Because there's only 2 more Platinum events, right? The winner of Psy Games Cup, the winner of Frosty Faustings is going in there. There's only the 2 more slots. Yes, because right now the ones qualified through winning a platinum event, Space won Evo. No, he didn't win Evo France. I forget what he did. Pretty sure Usagi won Evo France with Grimnir, right? Space, Koji, Usagi, Kasu Usagi, and Zero, and now JF. So we have 2 more spots there. As far as points, I mean, you have to imagine if Zane doesn't win like a tournament, Zane he's always super consistent, right? I think BSG is close on points. BSG is right on the outskirts right now, right? Like right now, we're looking at Zane, Zangief, Dream. Again, assuming like, you know, one of these guys, it actually would be like, if you're a BSG or something like that, you would want for one of these guys to win. I mean, obviously if you're BSG or something, you want to win Frosty yourself or something like that, right? But say like that doesn't happen. You want one of these guys in the top of the leaderboard here to win, right? Just to kind of knock it away. Because if Zane moves over here, then BSG is in, right? He becomes the 8th highest total on points. But yeah, so JF right now joins there. I mean, because this is a little hard to assault here, right? You could certainly do it, but like it's hard to. But I guess it's not really what you care about. If you're one of the guys who's not qualified right now, you just have to catch up to Monarch. There's a lot of people who could do it, right? Because if you look at these like the different point structures, Toro's lower than I'd expect. Does JP not have many events? How come people with less points are below? Oh, because these guys in the green. Or is that like, why are these guys above? These guys won platinum events, so they get automatic invites. Starting from here, it organizes them by points. Zane is the guy with the most points that has not won a platinum event, right? And then these top 8, like these 6 to 13 right here, that's lame. Should be strictly points. I think no, because this is I think I like this setup because it rewards consistency, right? Because you don't get a benefit for being the guy who got in through the platinum event. It rewards consistency. Zane is super consistent, for example, but he hasn't won a big major yet. So he's guaranteed to get in at this point. Like it's impossible for like 7 other people to get this many points, right? So Zane is rewarded for his consistency by the fact that he has so many points, he's like guaranteed to get in. But also, if you just perform on a really big stage, I think that counts, right? If you win Evo France, that should probably be enough to get you in, right? I think I like the fact that it's half and half. But yeah, so there's still a lot of points up for grabs though, right? Doesn't it reward RNG, win 1 plat event in 2 years and you're in? I don't think winning a platinum event is RNG though. If it was RNG, I'll just go do it tomorrow. What? It doesn't reward RNG. It rewards like it's not. What? No, not at all. I don't think I'd even really address this with like there's not even like a intelligent conversation to be had about this. No, it rewards 1 very good performance, sure, but again, these platinum events, by the very nature of the fact that they are free tickets to Arc World Tour, it's all of the heaviest competition, right? Like Evo, right? Is winning Evo RNG? I feel like winning Evo is not RNG. Why, if it's RNG, why is it the same like 8 guys and top, like the same like a rotating cast of like 16 guys in the top 8 every time? I don't know. Anyway, with that aside, so points, still a lot of points up for grabs though, right? Because we have I mean, the gold events probably are not going to travel for the gold events or anything like that. But like there's oh no, there's still down here. There's still a bunch of gold events to go, right? So potentially like 1 to 200 points up for grabs if they're happening like in your region. Really, this is Japanese right here. Nansha, I assume, sounds Japanese as well. Tiger uppercut, I assume, is happening somewhere in Thailand. Things like this. So there's still a couple of like 100-point grabs up for grabs, and the platinum events too. Even if you don't win the platinum events, so Cygames Cup's a platinum plus. So even coming second at a platinum plus is 200. Yeah. Right, coming second at a platinum is 150. So there's still a lot of potential motion down here. Like Monarch, Saki, Pixie, even Fit is in Gamera to an extent. These people are not safe. Right, like even without winning a platinum event, right? Like a couple really good performances from Toro, and he can be 8th here. He can be like right above Gamera. So it's not settled at all. But so far, the ones that are guaranteed, quote unquote, to be in there. Should be, again, everyone won a platinum, so JF, Space, Goji Koko, Usagi, Kasu Usagi, Zerom, and then probably Zane, Zangief, Dream, and Skill. It's very hard to imagine these 3 being unseated on points right now. It could literally happen, but they would have to probably go to no other events. They would have to, they have to go to no other events, and like, all of these guys would have to go nuts, sicko mode, right? So probably up to about here is guaranteed. Shouts to my goat Elsa. Yeah, I mean, dude, Elsa, all Elsa needs to do is like, if Elsa goes to Frosty and wins it, she's in there, right? Zane is actually going to events. I mean, Zane is like, it's impossible for Zane. Zane, I think, could literally not go to another event for the rest of the tour and he's in, right? There's just no way that 8 people are going to grab 600 points. It's just not going to happen. Zane could not go to another Arc World Tour event for the rest of the whole thing, and he's guaranteed in, basically. But yeah, skill also, probably, to an extent, right? This is probably the cutoff, or I'd say, like, these 9. Yeah, but he wants to be sure. I mean, it's also good practice. I don't think it's he wants to be sure. I think you want to be going to events, traveling, fighting people. It's practice, right? You don't want to just be like, even if you win the platinum events, right? Even if you win the platinum events, like Zerom, I assume, is going to like go to Frosty if he can, right? Things like this. You don't just want to sit there because like you want to be fighting the best competition, right? Keep up like competing in the meta, all of this, so that when Arc World Tour comes around, you actually can perform, right? Someone like Zayn has to be hungry for the dub, I would imagine. Yeah. I want to go to Frosty so badly. It's in February 1st. I mean, Ilsa will be out. We don't know that. But I would assume Ilsa's going to be out, right? I would assume this is the land, like, Psy Games Cup is also, like, there's a trailer for... Sandy wasn't out. I think this was, Sandy. We got the trailer for Sandy here, right? This, I would have to imagine this is the landing spot for the Ilsa trailer, right? I would be very, very surprised. It could be earlier, but like this, I don't think so. I think this is exactly when we're gonna get it, and maybe we'll do a Willness and a Meg again, where they're like, oh, and she's out tomorrow, right? It could be, but which alpha we want for Ilsa Battle Pass? Yeah. Hopefully, RNG just blesses my run, so I win it all and go to Arc World Tour. Yeah. But yeah, okay. Well, anyway, award ceremony going on right now. Let's watch this real quick, though. I do gotta start getting ready to head out here.
Agora vamos pro top 4.
Shout out Shiro.
Em quarto lugar.
Ilsa is out, and we're nerfing BC, and we're releasing 6 new EX characters. Oh, dude, I would love EX characters.
Em terceiro lugar, não tem como.
I
é o Shinjas.
desperately need EX characters. Shinjas, okay. I desperately need EX characters for Ilsa patch, man.
O professor.
Get a damn tunnel effect and never drop a game at Frosty and get it to Arc World Tour. It could happen.
Em primeiríssimo
lugar,
EX
Zoe, negative edge,
recebendo esse
Dragon.
belíssimo troféu.
The reason the next set of EXs... They're making big CAG. Yeah, that's why the EXs have taken so long. So true.
Que o Sagaz vai oferecer agora, ó. O anel do Sagaz.
Ooh.
Pra ele.
Fancy. Wait, you get fucking bling? You get...
Então é isso, galera.
He gets a fucking little gold ring? What the hell?
Calma aí. A staff já veio reclamar comigo já. Não pode
That's kind of gas, actually. All right, that's gas. That's gas.
Mas, ó, tirem as suas fotinhas. Vamos descer aqui agora.
And then out Super Bowl rings? That's so tough, for real.
Muito obrigado a todos.
South America does that shit different, man.
Essa festa aqui no Battle Coliseum.
They be doing it different in Brazil.
Na stream do Combat Club por aqui, certo?
Summon Captain Planet with that shit? Yeah.
Lá no canal do Espada, ali no outro
Street Fighter 6. I'm very unfamiliar with, like, the... How do I say this? I've not been exposed, I guess, to a lot of these, like, Latin and Latin-adjacent languages, right? So it's always, I can't, like, look at a word and try and, like, make a guess for how it's pronounced. Like, for example, like, you know, with English, obviously, I'm familiar enough with the language, I can tell how things are pronounced. Similar thing with Arabic. Like, at this point, I feel like I've seen enough, just, like, German, you know, that I can make a pretty good guess at, like, Germanic-adjacent shit, right? Japanese, whatever. But, like, Spanish, Portuguese, Brazilian Portuguese, right? All of the, like, you know, Italian, French, like, all of these vaguely Latin-rooted languages, I just can't quite... Like, I can't, like, look at, like, Shinchas's name and, like, guess at how that might be pronounced, you know? It can get pretty hard when you take regional accents into account, too. True. But yeah, fellas, that's... I know we're ending early today, but we started early. And I unfortunately, I also do have some shit to get to. Well, not unfortunately, I like hanging out with my family, but unfortunately for you guys, because you love seeing my beautiful face. Now with beard. Look, it's back. I have to trim it up a little bit. It's definitely... This shit is, like, creeping up the side. I'm getting, like, this, like, hair creeping up the sides of my face that is not part of the brick. But I know you'll see my beautiful face, but you're going to have to do without. So I'm going to send you guys on your way. Good luck. Anyone grinding, last-minute grinding for aces, for Virgo Cup. Hydrate, a great idea. Let's see if there's anyone we can raid. We're ending pretty early. Let's see if I can send you guys anywhere on Twitch. But for YouTube, have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow for some more Grambling. Peace. And for Twitch, let's